And a very special day at Ballum Park today, the home of the Karingal Football Club. It is game changer round in the MPNFL. Huge game of footy today. Round 7 in second division, round 6 in first division. The Karingal boys have made their way out on the ground and they're wearing the game changer beanie as we're trying to raise money to make people more aware to ensure suicide prevention occurs amongst football clubs and also sporting communities on the Mornington Peninsula. It's a great pleasure to welcome the federal member for Dunkley. She's with the Labor Party. I'll never get that wrong again. In Peter Murphy. Peter, lovely to have you with us once again.
It's great to be here as always, particularly on such an important day.
And Sean Connell, of course, is the COO of AFL Southeast who runs the MPNFL. Sean, it is a massive day. Do you think we're doing enough in regard to making people, particularly young men, more aware of talking about their issues to do with mental health?
I think there's always more that can be done, and I think that those who are in this space are doing a terrific job. But I think across the region, Dan, that this is a terrific initiative, and the money that's raised so far is just over $20,000, and this hopefully will be an annual event.
And Peter, do you see it as the biggest health issue in Australia and in this region amongst young men? Because young men, and men in particular, just for many, many years have not expressed their feelings. They're getting better, but they've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, look, it is a big problem, and of course we're all sort of bracing ourselves for any sort of tail effect of COVID.
Yes.
And I don't have to tell you guys and the people who follow footy and Game Changer that, sport is so much more than just the game. Being able to be out at training and at the club, and for a lot of people and young men, I imagine, it is sort of the opportunity to talk to people as though they're family, and people missed that so much last year. So it's really important to get back into it, but it's why events like this are so important, because it just encourages people to talk. It takes more strength to be vulnerable than it does to bottle up what you're feeling,
Because in years gone by, Sean, when you hear, especially farmers in the country, would say, how's Jack going? Oh, he's just battling a bit at the moment. But you didn't know why Jack was battling. But Jack was battling with mental health. But he still wouldn't talk about it.
And the important part of that conversation is, and the reason why this kind of awareness is really important, is that we start to have a chat about how we can have those tough conversations and where we can direct people for that help. I'm not a counsellor, and Peter's not a counsellor in any way, but we know now that there are services that are available that can provide that help to ensure that we intervene at the right time before it escalates to a point where it can't be helped.
And I think the other thing, because I have to go very soon to toss
I know
a
you
coin,
do.
Big
Yes.
celebrity that I am.
You are.
But, the other thing, and I know
We'll get you to call one day too. I promise you can do that.
I cannot wait. I know this from personal experience, from my life, is that once you start talking about something that you're going through, be it a health condition, and mental health is a health condition, all of a sudden you find out how many other people have been through the same thing or are going through the same thing. And even just that simple act of saying, I'm struggling with this, is you get support.
Correct.
And other people get support because you're actually not alone and you're not unique. And it's important to know that. So this is why this is important. And I see Glenn coming, and I think
Which means you better go down and toss the coin, Peter.
Whoop.
Okay.
Minute silence first.
We'll do a minute silence, and then we'll get Peter to go down and toss the coin. So a minute silence
I'm going to take my headphones
as part of Game Changer. Thank you, Peter,
Thanks
for being
having
here.
me, and
Just hang around, Sean. We've got a couple of other questions. Right.
they're mixing.
They're mixing, which is the way to go, I think.
So I'm gonna head off, guys. Thanks for having me for this
Pleasure,
chat.
Peter. Lovely to see
Stay
you.
strong, everyone, and
Yes.
remember, vulnerability is a strength.
It is. It is. Could everyone please stand for a minute's silence as part of a very special day today, Game Changer round in the MPNFL. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking forward to an outstanding game of footy today. Thanks to everyone who's raised so much money. $20,000 has been raised today as Peter Murphy comes out to toss the coin with the two captains for both teams today, Devon, Meadows and Karingal. One of these classic 8-point games, getting ready for a big game of footy. Sean Connell is the COO of AFL Southeast. Now, Sean, just because people can't see that someone is not well, like a broken leg or a broken arm or a bad cold, doesn't mean they're not well.
No, absolutely. And I think that, Dan, the purpose of rounds like today is to really highlight the importance of football netball clubs to our community.
And Karingal have won the toss and they'll be heading to the Melbourne end.
And so, we've got 22 senior football netball clubs across the peninsula, but overall across this region, we've got 82 clubs that, is a terrific support network, and hopefully, we understand the value of that, and I think the fact that Peter Murphy's here today is a terrific indication around how important that football netball is to this community.
And we also thank Glenn Carter for all the hard work he's done with Game Changer, putting this together, trying to raise money. And we'll bring up the ladder a little bit later. We had it on Wednesday night in the footy show, and I know that Pines were firing because of the fact that Guy Hendry was there for First Division, and they were making lots of money. But all the clubs were contributing, and we had well over $1,000. And, it's increased big time in the last 3 days by some 19 to 20,000. So well done to all the clubs. Well done to everyone for getting involved. It's a very special day. It's, of course, 4 points to be won as well. And Sean, before I let you go, how wrapped are you at the competition? I mean, I look at First Division today. The top 8 are playing each other. The bottom 2 are playing each other. And Second Division, there are some 8-point games because if teams win, they could be 2 games clear. If they lose, they'll be on the same number of points. It's an absolute belter.
No, mate, it's an absolute ripping competition at the moment. I think that, I think we're in for an exciting second half of the season, that's for sure.
Good on you, Sean. Thanks so much for joining us. It's a great pleasure to have you here as both teams are going through their pre-match warm-up. Looking at both teams, there's a couple of late changes. Alanis is out and Callum also out. Wonderful to have the COO of AFL Southeast, who does a great job, Sean Connell, with us today. So again, Callum out injured. Michael Burke still out injured. And the other player also out injured is Dale Alanis. So 3 key players out of that side today. We know that Devon Meadows are missing 7 of their best 22, I was told, including Stephen Baumgartner, who was outstanding last week. Brett Delidio has played 2 really good games for them as their marquee player, the former Richmond and also GWS player. And the other one that's out, Lockie Batten, is a massive loss for them as well. And Smale, who kicked 4 goals last week. But Devon are in a position that they haven't been in much in their life before. They've won the reserves. They're firmly cemented in the top 5. They're firmly cemented in the top 5 in the seniors. Such a tight competition. They can go 2 games clear, as I said to Sean before, about how important this game is from Karingal today and maybe playing the finals for the first time in 18 years. And it's a great pleasure to welcome one of our favourites. Don't know where he's been for the last 6 or 7 weeks. I reckon he's just popped out of the sprinkler head, but the former coach of the Karingal Footy Club, Brendan Dunn. Dunny, great to have you with us, mate.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, I took up hiking, actually, so it's been quite an adventure.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, when you get lost, it's not fun, but that's okay. They send the search party. It's all good. No, it's good to come down today. It's a great cause. Obviously, Jason Hammond Cup too.
It is, yes.
He was my best mate, probably second dad to me. So it's a really important game for.
How do you feel about days like this, being a really close friend of yours no longer with us, and when they recognise him like this? I mean, obviously you have to compartmentalise, but it's still pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, and Dan, you'd know, you sort of you start thinking about it probably a week beforehand and all that. You get a bit anxious and all those sorts of things, but this is what local footy is all about. It's about community. You got what we're doing for Luke, the 2 teams, and Hamo. It's fantastic. This is what community sport's all about.
Well, the best player on the ground is the Luke Duig medal. We'll be presented with that today, and he played with both teams. So this is a big opportunity for both clubs. And it is great to see Devon up and about, Brendan. They've been down a long time. They're going well. They've got a few out today.
Yep.
But this is a massive opportunity for them to go 2 games clear of Karingal, who are also doing pretty well as well. As we're underway, big game of footy here at Ballon Park. And straight away, the ball's knocked down, trying to get himself free as Fletcher. He gets a hand pass out, which is taken away by Blair. Blair drives Karingal deep into attack. Bouncing ball. No one can get a clean possession. Goes to ground, trying to clear it is Liam Berry of the Devon Meadows side, and the umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up deep into attack Karingal at the Melbourne end of the ground. A little bit overcast, but a bit of blue sky around. It's a typical Melbourne day. Tap down again. Hurried kick comes out of the pack. It's taken by Groves. Groves drives his team to half-back, but unfortunately for Devon Meadows, Bradley's in the road. The left footer drives his team well inside 50. No mark taken on this occasion. Ball's at ground level. Comes out to Devon Meadows. The hand pass comes out to Hillis. On the outside now to Johns. Johns kicks to the wing. Almost a good mark taken by Matt Blair again. But once again, Devon Meadows have got the numbers. Handball close to the boundary. Trying to get it is Berry. Berry's got 2 or 3 around him for the Panthers at this stage. Knocks the ball clear. Hillis is under pressure. Gets the hand pass out, but Bradley wins it for the Bulls at half-back. Feeds it defensively. High kick towards the wing. No mark taken. Waiting at the back. Devon have got the numbers. Little hand pass came out on this occasion by Davies, and now they can switch, and they switch cleverly, and with the footy and doing it nicely is Lee Craig, the son of the coach. They have it on the outer side. Left foot kick is not a great one, and trying to take the mark, but having it fisted away as it goes close to the boundary is Joel Hillis, who's so important for the Devon Meadows team, and Karingal get it in towards half forward now. They can steady. High kick inside 50, looking for someone to mark. No one can take the mark. Ball's off hands, and eventually goes through for a behind. The first score of the day. Jeff Wignall Ford, naming rights. They've got branches in Hastings, Mornington and Frankston. And the scoreboard, Growth Syndicates Australia, 1 behind to Karingal. And Devon Meadows yet to score. Good start by Karingal, Brendan.
It was. They're setting up behind the footy really well here, so they just need to lower the odds because Devon's +1's pretty deep. So they keep pumping it inside 50. They should score here.
Blair takes the mark, gets the hand pass out. High kick again. Inside 50. No one can take the mark. Number of players at ground level fighting hard. The umpire's picked out a free kick. Do you reckon that's a bit harsh? And it'll go to Joel Hillis, who'll take it at half back. One of the best players in the competition, averaging around 30 possessions a game. Delivers in short. Finds Craig, who takes the mark now at half back. He's in short again. Close to the boundary.
They're struggling here, Dan. Karingal's got 2, 3 loose behind the footy, so they're just going to have to be patient with the footy here.
High kick on this occasion for Devon Meadows, kick heading it towards the wing, and it may eventually go out of bounds. The kick came from Lachlan Moss.
Too high.
In fact, free kick going to Karingal's way. Behind the play. And they're dominating nicely, as you say, Brendan, as they square it up into the middle of the ground. And here he is, the ball magnet, Tom Curran, at 54 a couple of weeks ago. He gets it out again, and they can steady towards the wing. Picked up on this occasion. Opportunity to drive his team along is Bartling to half forward for the Bulls. But in the road is Johns. Gets the hand pass out. Breaking the tackle is Moss. Going back in again is Joel Hillis. Hillis is at the back edge of the centre square. Had the ball stripped from him by Pomeroy. Pomeroy kicks his team inside 50 for the Bulls. Glenn, he goes to ground as well. They're still inside 50. Karingal leading by a point at this stage. No one can get a clean possession. It's jarred free again, but coming through and doing nicely on this occasion to get a hurried boot to ball is Jai Treep. And eventually, they've got numbers. If they can skid it in the direction of Glenn, there's going to be a free kick, which we're holding.
Don't think so.
Not a throw for a tap out. Yeah. You're joking, aren't you? Pat Boland with the free kick. Kicks close to the wing. 1-on-3 against Devon. Picked up on this occasion by Connor Leslie. Played in the grand final a couple of years ago. Now he finds Pomeroy. Pomeroy's kick's an absolute bullet.
Super kick there.
It is an absolute bullet by Pomeroy. And he picks out a teammate who'll take the mark at centre half forward. I think this might be Anthony Beale, it is.
What we're saying earlier there, Dan, is Devon's getting really deep. Kringle's first
couple
Too deep?
Yeah,
Kringle's couple of entries early were really deep, but if they can hit up like that, I think they're going to get a lot of scoring opportunities.
Paul Wilson's with us as well as a hop, skip and a jump. 45 metres out from Beale. Doesn't quite have the carry, and it's punched through and hits the behind post. And the fist coming from Big Brady O'Toole wearing the long sleeves. Kick back into play, but a turnover. And again, it's all Karingal doing all the attacking inside 50 to the city end. Left foot kick again by Glenn. Low and flat, but a good mark in the last line of defence by Devon. Davies will take the mark in the back pocket. He's on the broadcast side. 30 metres out from the goal, they're defending. Delivers over the top again. And he finds a teammate who takes the mark, and this is Kirkwood. Barassi. Great name in footy. Kicks down the line. He's related towards the wing. No mark taken on this occasion by Will Mace. He goes to ground, and then breaking a couple of tackles is Jai Treat, but he's going to be penalised. What for? What, trying to fend off an opponent?
And 50.
Oh.
Mouthing off.
Don't know about that.
You'll get 50 soon, Dan, if you keep bagging the umpires like that.
I do it every week and I don't get 50.
He was a bit stiff there. He shrugged the tackle and I don't reckon he had him long enough to...
Well, Hallier's kick inside 50. They've gone in 50 for the first time. It was a pretty poor entry for Devon Meadows, but picked up hard on the boundary, but getting the kick smothered and slammed down is Ty Kirkwood, and it goes out of bounds 30 metres around from the goal at the Cranbourne Road end.
It's probably important for Devon.
Front of the social club rooms.
Been down there in Dan, so if they can lock it in here, hopefully get a scoring opportunity to go against the play a little bit here.
Looking forward to seeing Nana play a little bit later. He, of course, was on the Bulldogs rookie list a long time ago now, same year as Dale Morris. Kicked out of defence by Karingal towards the wing, but it's going to come straight back, and an easy mark taken at half back by Devon Meadows, and that was Boland. Boland will go wide. Now they can set up. Here's Nana now. He gets the hand pass out on the outside and taken comfortably by Moss, and he finds a target, and this will be... easily taken by William Mace. Mace is at left half forward. Mace in short. Oh, gee, don't know about that kick. Didn't quite find the target. Number of players working hard inside, attacking 50. Loose ball comes out again. Kirkwood there. Lays a tackle for Devon Meadows. Johns is not far away as well. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up. But at least, guys, there's some repeat inside 50 entries for the Panthers who trail by a point at the moment, early stages of the game on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And a free kick from the ruck contest, Brendan.
Shepherding in the ruck contest. So this is a great opportunity for Devon. All the plays been with Karingal. They've kept it in there, as you said. And if he kicks this...
Hallier.
Yeah,
into the win too, boys.
Great goal.
Yes. What do you reckon, Paul? 2-3 goal win?
I reckon it's probably about a 4-goal win, Dan.
So, awkward left foot kick. He's missed it behind. So it is one behind apiece. In fact, two behinds to Karingal, one behind to the Devon Meadows side on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Missing some key players, this young Karingal side. Back into play, it's a short one, and it finds the target. And taking the mark on this occasion is Matthews. Matthews kicks Karingal towards the wing. What an outstanding mark that was. I don't think he was going to take it, but Jansen chips in, kicks long to fall forward. It was meant to go to the opposition, but Jansen, he just plucked it like you pluck apples from a tree. He's kicked along and just missed on the burst. That was terrific play as Devon bring it out to the outer side of the ground, and Pat Boland has it. Boland kicks in short again and finds Mace. Mace delivers his team to the outer side of the ground, looking for O'Toole. Had it slammed down. They've got numbers at ground level. Thought there might be a free kick for a shove in the back, but the umpire says no.
Yeah,
he's going to throw it up.
Dan, he could have handballed over the top there, I thought, and make it a certain goal there for Karingal.
Yeah, definitely had options. You don't often get coast to coast too, so a bit of a missed opportunity there.
Hello.
O'Toole the tap.
Downfield.
Yeah, Curran was crunched as he received it. Free kick down the ground. 26 games with the Saints and just been a wonderful pickup for the Bulls this year.
That P will break, Dan, if it keeps getting blown that hard. There's been a lot of free kicks.
Too many, do you think?
I think so, yeah. Let the game play a little bit.
Ticky touch ones, aren't they? Just little ticky touch ones at the moment. The Curry Battens lining up.
Is it Lachlan Cow? Is it Cow?
I don't know who he is.
I think you might be right. Right half forward.
Yeah.
3 behinds to 1 behind on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard inside the first 10 minutes. 45 metres out for the first goal. It's high, it's long, it's marked on the line. Not quite by Devon, but they'll shove it through for a behind, they do. And you're right, it was Lachlan Cow. Well done, Brendan. Kick back into play. Nana played in a lot of premierships at Greenvale too in the Essendon District Football League. Very successful team under former Bulldog Steve McPherson. Off hands again, the ball's at half forward for Karingal, keeping it within the attacking area. Johns gets a hand pass to his teammate there, Mace, who has the kick partially smothered on the wing on the outer side for Devon. Then he tries to lay a tackle and preventing Cowell, who was the last player to have a shot at goal, from getting away from the contest.
Just interesting here, Lockie Hines going with Hillis everywhere. So even when he comes out of the contest, Hines a great runner. So it'll be interesting to see how that battle goes all today.
Atul wins the contest, knocks it to ground, and then at ground level, a chance for Devon to drive it long, inside 50.
Oh.
Came from the boot of Lachlan Moss towards half forward. No mark taken. Ball's at ground level. Little hand pass came out from Big Luke Farrelly for the Bulls. And now it's on the outer side of the ground. And the umpire says there'll be a free kick for holding the ball. And it will go the way of Jack Harms, one of the many young players in this Karingal side. He's in short and he picks out Cal. Cal takes the mark on the wing on the outer side, just behind the wing. His team heading to the city end. They'd love a goal with the breeze. 4 behinds to 1 behind. Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. He'll kick it long, straight down the line towards half forward.
There's
and
Nana.
an excellent mark, Nana again. He outmanoeuvred his opponent. He'll chip it back and concede about 45 metres. And now they'll look to bring it out towards the broadcast side of the ground. Craig does.
They've got the number
Finds
here.
a target.
They
They do. Boland. Chip over the top again. And comfortably taken on this occasion by Groves. Groves kicks down the line and he also finds a target in Stewart. Stewart goes back to Nana, using the footy well. The veteran at the age of 34. First game for the club. Goes back now towards the last line of defence and they'll look to build once more. Taking the footy is McConnell. McConnell kicks the Devon Meadows side towards the wing. They've got loose men everywhere. Chipping kick inside,
Turnover.
not great. Turnover though. Picked up by the Bulls. Good play by Treep. Treep gets the hand pass out. Now they can drive towards half forward. Quick kick inside 50. Curran's riding roughshot. Picking the footy up and driving it long as Jared Sullivan. But they've got numbers at the back again, Devon. Defending hard. Pat Boland's been very solid for them this year. Gets the hand pass out. Lee Craig gets on the end of it. Then delivers towards the wing. The pass is not quite hitting the target for Devon at the moment. Ball's on the wing, on the outer side. Good contest though. Picked up by Mace now. Mace will drive Devon inside 50. They trail by 3 points. And that mark should have been played on that occasion. I reckon he had it long enough. Justin Kiss on my list. Slips back to Kiss again. Kiss kicks further afield and he finds a player ready to go. Over the top, the hand pass comes out from Johns. And in the goal square, Kirkwood kicks the first. Well played. Well played by Ty Kirkwood. And they're 1 straight 6 or 1-1-7 to 4 behinds on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And that was just an example of the Karingal players going up the ground there, Brendan, looking for a turnover, and the turnover went the other way.
That's right. They actually missed an opportunity early. They were out here on this side, commentary side, and they were just too slow to get the footy going there. But it was great they got their reward because they were running super hard off the footy. Their actual work rate's really good here, Devon. I think they're going to try to catch Karingal out like that a fair bit these days, yeah.
So back in the middle again, here's Treat. He feeds a hand pass out, which misses the target. And it's taken now by Drew. Liam Drew, upended, kicks the half forward. Mark was dropped by Fletcher. Mark he should have taken. Loose ball though. No damage done as yet for the Bulls. Quick kick comes forward though, taken by Bradley. Bradley storming through the middle, gets the hand pass out to Curran. Curran sends it long, inside 50, but getting back. Good defensive mark. Last line of defence taken by the Devon Meadows side, and that was Pat Boland again. Boland heads to the outer side of the ground. They are out, and the man taking the mark on this occasion is Josh Stewart. Stewart's on the outer side. In short again. Looking for his teammate to take the mark. He can't take the mark. That's McConnell. Has it knocked away. Number of players at ground level working hard. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up.
Karingal really have to lower their eyes going inside 50, Dan. They've had running shots about 4 times from 50, and they've gone long every time, and it hasn't resulted in any score. So they need to hit up the
They're
leading
just kicking
target.
up high, aren't they? Just kicking high. They're not finding their targets here, don't they?
Especially if you've got a guy like Sullivan at full forward. He's a lead-up player. Just put it out in front of him. Let him take the mark, go back and have a shot.
Tapped down again by McLeod, who's doing well, but roved for the Bulls by Scotty Jansen, who was involved in that great piece of play before, which would have to be a candidate for our HP and CP mark of the day. Back into play, Macy completely misses the target, but it gets cleaned up by Craig. Gets the hand pass off now to his teammate on that occasion, Liam Berry, but his kick doesn't find the target as well. Treeps in the middle of the ground wearing the red boots. Goes back by hand again.
There you go.
High kick by Curran. Inside 50.
There it is.
And
He's
that's a
paid the
very
push.
good mark to
He's
Cal.
paid the push, the umpire.
Oh, that's that P. Dan, that P's not going to last.
He's paid the peeing
Tell me-
push.
Tell me how that was a push.
That was
I know
not
the
a push.
umpires do a great job, but tell me how that was a push. I thought that was a legitimately good use of the body. I couldn't possibly do it, Brendan, but I know in your day you would have done it brilliantly.
I reckon it's a brand new
good
whistle.
mark.
He's just testing it out first quarter. Dan.
Liam Drew takes it, gets it out to his teammate in Hallier. Hallier with an awkward kicking style. Kicks close to the boundary to Mace. Mace down the line again. Finds Joel Hillis. Not Joel Hillis. He kicks high inside 50.
Oh.
Almost a mark to Kirkwood when the ball hit the ground. He does well. Handball's out now to Fletcher. Fletcher gets the hand pass backwards now towards half forward. That kick came from Moss. Did pretty well. It was Rory Hillis before. But eventually Karingal clear it towards the wing, leading in the race. And gee, he was on his bike to try and get it. It was Jared Sullivan. And it goes out of bounds on the wing in front of our commentary position. I dare say Luke Forsyth will be concerned. 4 behinds to 117 Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And our major sponsor today, Jeff Wignall Ford with branches. They've been around forever on the peninsula. Hastings, Mornington and Frankston. Boundary throw on attacking side of the wing. Knocked to the front by Blair. He might have got one over the shoulder. He did. He'll take a free kick. He's a taller man than McLeod, and he'll take the free kick. He gets it to Treat. Treat kicks it low and flat inside 50. Sullivan does well. Off hands, but his hand pass misses the target. Trying to burst through is Drew. Does well to get the hand pass out. Now they've got it at half back, and that kick came from Fletcher, but he turns it over. And the defence is on top at the moment as Cad intercepts at half-back for Karingal. Gets it to Treat. Drop what he should have taken. Joel Hillis tackles him nicely. Turnover again. Picked up by Hallier for Devon Meadows. Kicks inside 50. No mark taken. Kirkwood's there. Picked up at the back by Mace. Mace snaps around the body and curls it way too far out of bounds on the full at the Cranbourne Road end. But they look all right into the breeze. They lead by 3 points.
They've been a bit cute there, Dan, and then Drew's just sitting off the footy a bit here, and he's actually mopping up on a lot of mistakes, so he's been their rebound player a little bit here. Karingal just need to steady a little bit when they've got the footy in their hands.
Particularly with the breeze, and they're really making no impact, are they?
It's not lowering their eyes, Dan, I don't think.
I
They're not
agree,
lowering their
Paul.
eyes at all. They're just going, kicking it high and bang.
Well, the kicker smothered as they had a couple of players getting hold of possession. Hallier gets the hand pass out again. Moss, another hand pass. Mace, who's been good, breaks 1, breaks 2, off the edge of the boot, but Dodgy trying to be cute. And the mark is taken last line of defence on this occasion by Sullivan. He gets it out wide now. They'll kick it towards half-back, and Karingal have an opportunity. They'll try and share it comfortably. And taking the mark now, wearing the yellow boots and doing it nicely, is Matioka. Matioka goes in short again. Receive it on the rebound. Feeds a hand pass over the top. Now they've got loose men everywhere. This is Matthews. Matthews drives a kick towards half forward. It's not the greatest kick in the world. Doesn't find a target. Sullivan was the man trailing it in, and it goes out of bounds.
I think Karingal really needs someone across half forward, 45 to 70 out to really present. They're struggling. They're breaking down a little bit from half back to that centre half forward line.
The ball's coming out there, but it's just, you're right, they're just breaking down big time.
They are with clean possession. I'd look at getting someone big with a work rate just to be a presence there for about 5 minutes just to see how that goes.
Craig's been good as it was punched down straight to him, and he finds a teammate taking a mark at half back. High kick down the line towards the wing. No mark taken. The kick down the wing on that occasion was taken by Barassi, who's kicked 6 goals this year for Devon Meadows. Loose ball, comes back out to Barassi again. He got it from Hallier, close to the boundary, but right in front of our commentary position. He tried to float one to Justin Kist. Kick 5 at the start of the year. I was watching one of my favourite songs on video last night. I was made for loving you. One of the great songs.
Oh, wow.
One of the great songs.
It was a song, Dan, not
Paul
a video.
Stanley, Gene Simmons, boundary throwing, tap down again. The ball's at the wing. Fletcher's got an opportunity, and then on the bottom of the pack is Current. They're all over him like a cheap suit, and it'll be thrown up.
This is actually going to be a really good quarter for Devon if they can hold on here.
Yeah, 1-1-7 to 4 behind. Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. McLeod the tap at the Rove Glen. Kicks around the body. Not getting a good bounce on this occasion. Unfortunately, it was Davies for Devon Meadows. And on the out, receiving the hand passes, Pomeroy. Pomeroy kicks long. Pomeroy kicks accurately. And that is definitely one of the goals of the day. I've only had 2, but it's right in contention. 1-4-10 to 1-1-7 on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
He just works so hard. He's such a big presence too. So
he ran all the way, didn't he, Danny? From there, just the ball was running 2s and 3s running down there, Karingal there, and you could see it was an open goal there, and a beautiful running goal from centre half forward there, and straight through the hole little.
And he might be the guy that probably can rotate across half forward a little bit there to give an option. There's lots of space out there today, Dan. It's quite a loose game of footy, so they capitalise on those opportunities, which is good.
Thrown up in the middle of the ground again. Taken out by Joel Hillis. Handballs to the other bald-haired man. That is Johns. And then a lovely mark taken by Mace. May have nearly shoved his opponent out of it, but he marks it left half forward. Kicks Devon Meadows inside 50. Oh, gee, getting in front and taking a wonderful mark, chipping in. And that was superb by Brady O'Toole.
There's almost 3 Bulls players around there, but none of them were in front of where the footy was going. So
giving away a lot of height in the ruck to Matty Blair.
Yeah.
But he's doing a good job wearing the long sleeves. 45 out to give his team the lead. Right on quarter time on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Let's see what he can do here. This is a good attempt, but it just drifts away for a behind. And it is 1-2-8 to 1-4-10. The Bulls by 2 points in this 8-point game, where they can join Devon on the same number of points. If Devon win, they'll be 2 games clear of Karingal as we're approaching the halfway mark of the season. Chip back into play. And the mark taken by Bartling in the back pocket. Bartling will go back to the outer back pocket now. Quick kick, Battams down the ground. No one can take the mark. Loose ball missed by Glenn, the captain today. Charging forward. The hand pass came out from Craig. Picked up by Joel Hillis.
Well
gets the hand pass out to Craig. Craig gets it now towards Mace. Mace hooks around the body and a great mark. There's my man, Kiss on my list, Justin Kiss. Takes the mark, left forward pocket. Big number 1 hit for probably the most successful duet in the history of American music as he kicks the goal. Hall and Oates we're talking.
That's it.
Love my music. 2-1-13 to 1-4-10. Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Kiss kicks his 6th goal of the season.
He's also the Molly Meldrum of the MPNFL, isn't he? It's game phase. He's fantastic. I love it. But you're right.
I don't even think I was a sparkle in my dad's eye when that song came out.
Oh, great song.
Great
song.
Hall and Oates, great. They wrote so many songs too. They wrote 1,000 songs.
Oh, they did. There's a wonderful show called Daryl's House, and he had Kenny Loggins in there singing Footloose. Gee, it was good. It's only a couple of years ago. Yeah, the younger demographic. Yeah, as Glenn Carter said, the younger demographic just turned off. Sorry, guys.
Was there a Taylor Swift episode?
The older demographic, hopefully, is still with us. Thrown up in the middle, secondary bounce. Great goal by Kiss, and they've got the lead again. Devon Meadows. Quick kick out of the middle, not able to get his boot to ball, slamming it into bodies, was Pomeroy, who kicked the goal for the Bulls, and he gets another opportunity. Kicks towards half forward, leading in the race on this occasion. Seth Kelly has kicked 9 goals this year, gets taken in a tackle near the scoreboard, and there's going to be a free kick as Joel Hillis has been well held so far, and the tall figure of Lee Craig will take that free kick at half back. He's in short. That's a good pass too. And he picks out a teammate.
They're quite happy going short, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They've been nice
and going backwards too.
Yeah.
Yep, that's taken by Riley Thorpe, but his kick doesn't find the target. It goes out of bounds.
They're doing the short
on the
kicks.
full.
Yeah, no.
That's quarter time. 2-1-13 to 1-4-10, and Devon into the breeze, we believe, have got a 3-point lead on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Our major sponsor today for the game changer round Wonderful to see so many people wearing the Game Changer beanies as well. And we've raised around $20,000. And we're going to go around the grounds with Brendan Dunn in just a second as well. And Brendan, you can tell us what's going on.
We've got Hastings leading Rye 16-12, but they kicked 2 goals forward or 2 goals straight. So that's probably a little bit of an upset at this stage. And Chelsea, who have come good after the start of the year, they're 27-12 v Mornington. And then we've got the Yabbies continuing on Struggle Street at 0 and Somerville 22. Crib Point 21 playing Langwarrin 43. So Langwarrin's had a great first quarter there. And Seaford 36 playing Pearcedale 18. So Seaford have kicked 6 straight and Pearcedale have kicked 3 straight, Dan. So total opposite to this game. Lots of straight kicking down there.
In Division 1 there too, Dan.
Yes,
we've got,
O'Brien Real Estate. Thank you, Paul.
We've got some very big games in Division 1 football.
Massive games.
So the bottom two are playing each other, Pines and EDS. At the moment, they're 20 points each. Franks and YCW and Red Hill. YC are 18 to Red Hill 2 behinds. Sorrento playing Dramana. 22 plays 20.
That's a big game, that one.
Big
Massive
game there.
game, yeah.
Rosebud versus Mount Eliza. Mount Eliza, 30 points. Rosebud, nothing.
Got a lot of injuries, Rosebud, at the moment.
And
Franks
and Bombers versus Bomb Beach. You got 1-1-7 there to 1 goal 6. So the Bombers are in front by 1 point over Bomb Beach.
It's a huge competition, great competition. We're going to take a break, and those around the grounds, thanks to O'Brien Real Estate. Jeff Wignall Ford, our major sponsor today, with branches in Hastings, Mornington and Frankston. The Game Changer round. Great to have Brendan Dunn with us. Paul Wilson as well. 2-2-14 to 1-4-10. Devon Meadows into the breeze. Hold a 4-point lead. Back with the second quarter shortly. Get your game face on.
Hi guys, Jack Riot here down at the all-new Frankston Jeep.
Here we go!
Frankston Jeep has been brought back to the peninsula by Freeway Motor Group. It's a family-owned and operated company which prides itself on outstanding service. So get down to Frankston and grab yourself a Jeep. I'm in.
For any real estate advice, feel free to drop into 188 Main Street, Mornington, or call us on 5975 7733, or feel free to contact any of our 25 plus O'Brien offices Victoria-wide.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique, and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. Everyone's busy and that's a fact. But did you know for every day you have a mortgage and underperforming investments or superannuation, you're missing out on $350 every day. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
And we're underway for the second quarter at Ballon Park, and they get the first clearance, Devon. Inside 50, a scrambly old kick. They've got to start getting some momentum going into the breeze now. Karingal, as they trail by 4 points, ball goes to the boundary, and Joel Hill has tried to keep it alive. Hind is right with him. It's Lockie Hind, and he's not able to get hold of the footy. He's been well held so far, which has been one of the great matchups. Brendan done so far by Karingal's coach Luke Forsyth.
Yeah, Lockie's a great player like that. You mentioned it first quarter, Dan. They really need to take advantage in the ruck, Karingal.
Yeah.
Matty Blair in the centre bounces, he's miles above.
He is.
So they really need to sort that out. If they can get a couple of quick clearances, that might result in 2 or 3 goals for the game and might be the difference at the end of the day.
Premier Division player too in the amateurs as well with
wants to give it away.
Uni Blues. He gets the hand pass off now. And they've got it at half-back, and taking it is Jai Treep. He kicks towards the wing, but chopping it off and doing brilliantly. He's had a lot of it, Lachlan Moss, as he's on the slip. Kicks now to Joel Hillis. Spins out of a tackle, and then gets taken down on a tackle, just as he had spun out and I thought was off to the races. Got held up. The umpire said no prior opportunity. Oh, did you see that? He had elephants all around him, Brendan, and he just spun out like 4 of them were looking at him. But there's a blood rule too against one of the Karingal players coming off now.
To be running at that speed too, like you can do it when it's slow. Well, I can't, but most guys could do that when it's slow. But he was running full tilt there.
And just spun around like a little...
But again, the pressure was on him straight away. He probably hasn't got clear enough today, like he's probably used to.
Just wait, he might though.
And I reckon Curran's probably in the same boat. Curran's had some touches, but he hasn't really released yet. So it'll be interesting to see how those 2 players go the rest of the game.
Scott Jansen back on. The 2 big ruckmen go in. Good second, third effort by Blair on the edge of the centre square on the outer side, with Devon going with the wind to the Melbourne end of the ground. They lead by 4 points on the... There's a little bit of rain, is there, on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard, 2-2-14 to 1-4-10, and a free kick will go to O'Toole, who's been pretty good so far. O'Toole for the Panthers, kicks into the pocket. Could have nearly been a free kick to Kiss. The umpire took a long time to make a decision there, and Kiss was acting. He might have nearly won the Academy Award for that. He's saying he was shoved in the back or in the smalls of the back. Absolutely, no doubt about that. Brendan, boundary thrown in the forward pocket. Devon into attack, holding a 4-point lead. Their defensive structure's holding up nicely. Big fist down again. Chance to be cleared out of defence. But unfortunately, Jansen, handball mucked up, but he had to go back and get it. Did a good job. Kicks to the wing. Nana's not quick. He gets pushed off the footy by Beale in the side, not in the back umpire.
That P is going to be exhausted. They're going to have to put that P on ice.
Shocking, isn't it?
Nana with the free kick, the veteran. And he gets met late. Kicks it high. Inside 50. Second grab, third grab. Umpire says no. No mark to Justin Kiss again. Could have been the mark of the day for HP and CP Electrical. Cleared out of defence by Treep. Getting up, trying to take the mark. No one can for either team. Nana's at the back again. Does well to force a hand pass out. He got it out to Joel Hillis. Now to O'Toole. O'Toole kicks long to full forward. Slipping over was Aaron Johns. He was lurking with intent too. Loose ball, 10 metres out from their goal. goal. Intercepted on this occasion. Good defence by the Bulls, and that was by Zach Saunders, who did well to get it out of trouble for the time being, and the mark taken in the outer back pocket by Lachlan Linda Saunders. His kick is on the half volley again. Handball's back now. They've got to try and clear, and they do through Matt Blair. Blair's kick's a good one, and he finds on this occasion Hind. Hind will go wide with the 45-metre kick going very wide indeed to Ashley Cadd. Cadd's in short, but a great piece of work by O'Toole. Ball set up a long time, and unfortunately on that occasion Connor Leslie waited for the ball to come, and it was a terrific piece of spoiling from the side by O'Toole, who's been outstanding so far and a candidate for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South Best on Ground, of which Brendan Dunn, I've just thrown you under the bus, will award later on. Ball's in the middle of the ground. Handball comes out. No one can get a clean possession. Might have almost been a free kick against Jordan Pomeroy. It was. And the hand pass comes out from Craig. Narnia kicks off the side of the boot and picks out an opponent who takes the mark at half back. The opposite number 44, and taking that mark was Christian Matthews. Matthews kicks to the wing. Kicks down the line. The kick's not a great one. Doesn't quite find the target.
Clever.
Picked up though on this occasion by Battams. Played to his own advantage. Chips in towards the pocket. Missed on this occasion by Sullivan. And again, they've got the numbers at the back, Devon Meadows. They clear. It's a tough contest down there. Deep into attack at the moment. Karingal into the breeze. Nana, he's doing well to cover the ground and see it over the boundary. And his opponent is Jansen. It'll be thrown back into play. 45 around from the goal. The Devon are defending at the Cranbourne Road end. 2-2-14 to 1-4-10. No score added since quarter time on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
Worth watching, Nana. He went down behind the footy down here. He's a bit sore, but he seems like he's moving okay. He just looks like he's limping a little bit, so that'll be interesting. He's their spare behind the footy.
I think he copped one on the side of the leg there. I noticed he got up really slow and the trainers went out to him, but he seems on my right, so he's just watching him now. He's just sort of moving a bit gingerly, but...
Dogs were battling when they picked him up as a rookie, and obviously didn't quite fit in there. But they also got Dale Morris in the same rookie draft, and we know how well he went.
Yeah.
Tap down again. Loose ball. Inside defensive 50. Nana's there. He waits for it to slip, and then he tries to get a paddle out. He does. Cleared out of defence beautifully by Moss. Wobbly ball, but on this occasion it'll come straight back to Blair. Blair marks on the outer wing for the Bulls, who trail by 4 points in this low-scoring scrap on Game Changer days. Hand pass back wasn't great, but luckily his teammate cleaned it up, Battams, and he finds Jansen right in the middle of the ground here at Ballon Park. Scotty Jansen in the iridescent boots. Kicks towards half forward. Good-looking kick, but again in the road. Getting the hand pass out. Trying to knock it to his own advantage is Liam Drew. And he may have been shoved in the back and will get a free kick. No, it's going the other way. And it'll go to Hind against Liam Drew. Hind will take it at half forward. He'll drive it long towards the teeth of goal, looking for someone to mark. No one can. Off hands to the back. Nana's there again. He will concede a hand pass for a behind. That could have almost been a free kick, but they don't give them, do they?
I'm concerned about the Bulls just playing Sullivan deep by himself. He's not a contested mark.
No, he's a small forward, isn't he?
Yeah, and you've got guys like Nana and that dropping back.
Yeah.
And they're smart footballers.
They're tall.
If they're going to keep pumping it in like that, they're just not going to score enough to win today.
1-5-11 to 2-2-14. The mark was dropped on that occasion. Should have been taken by Berry. It's close to the boundary line. Jansen's there. Beats one, beats two. And then Scurry's a little kick along the boundary. Was it out in the full?
Yep, in the full.
Out in the full. So it will be a free kick. And it's going to be taken by Stuart Cunningham.
It might be worth maybe pushing Sullivan up, pushing Cow back a bit deeper, and then Sullivan can come in for the crumbs maybe. Or
down to Lee Craig with the, rain causing issues. That's a great mark.
In the
back against Kiss, is it? Yeah, free kick against Kiss. And his opponent, Cadd. Cadd will go wide. Talking of music, Brian Cadd's one of the all-time greats too, Paulie.
Yeah, he is.
A handball comes out. It's at half forward on the outer side.
Little ray of sunshine.
But only far as Devon. There's no sunshine here at the moment. Kirkwood from behind, nearly mark of the day. He was lurking. He couldn't quite hang on. His teammate from behind was almost there too, trying to take it. So Kirkwood of Devon did well, and Kiss was there too. Thrown up. 40 metres out from the goal that Devon are kicking to. They lead by 3 points. Comes down again to Johns. He looks like Joel Hillis. He loses control of the footy. It's close to the boundary again. There is Joel Hillis again with his brother Rory going in number 20, who, as I say, looks like Johns. Getting him a bit confused there. And on the bottom of the pack, laying a tackle for the Devon Meadows side is Justin Kiss, whose forward pressure's been pretty good. Deep into their attacking 50, yet to score in this quarter on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Handball comes out again. Hurried kick by Joel Hillis towards the goal line. And then it's rushed through for a behind by Linda Saunders of the Bulls. One behind apiece for both teams this quarter.
Look at that.
2-3-15 to 1-5-11. A little bit of rain scudding across the ground. Back into play, Jansen in short. Finds Linda Saunders, who I remember played on John O'Ross in the 2019 grand final. In short, did a pretty good job though.
Yeah, good player, Saunders. Very good player.
In short to Connor Leslie. Leslie at half-back goes back now to Jansen. Both in the iridescent boots. Jansen marking inside defensive 50 at the Melbourne end. Half-distance pass again. Sharing it with Leslie. Leslie another one. Hits the chest of his teammate who takes the mark in Pomeroy. The only goal scorer so far. Probably the best of the 3 goals kicked so far. Gets it close to the boundary. Haven't seen much of Tommy Curran so far. Curran's in short. So a lot of half-distance passes, but they still haven't got it to the wing. And Jansen takes the mark. Yeah, a lot of players behind the footy. You're right, Brendan.
Good
Brendan Dunn, special comments today. High kick towards half forward. That would have been mark of the year by Blair. Certainly mark of the day, but Nana was standing down and he takes an easy mark just behind the wing for Devon. He drives it long. Didn't quite get all of it, but Hillis reads it brilliantly. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. It's an open forward line. Kirkwood's his target. Gets away from him. Close to the boundary. Bartling's there as well. And Bartling and Kirkwood have it. Kirkwood gets a hand pass out. Loose ball close to the boundary. Chance there for Joel Hillis. He wasn't able to get there. Rory Hillis as well, working very, very hard. And a number of players pile on in. And also involved is Luke Farrelly for the Bulls in the number 19 jumper. It'll be thrown up in the forward pocket.
Well, that bit of rain,
pick it up. Yeah.
that rain just
4-point lead.
It just made the ball a bit
Growth
slippery.
Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Loose ball in favour of Devon Meadows at the moment. Neither team's kicked a goal in this quarter. Just 3 for the match as it rolls out of bounds near that scoreboard. Just outside attacking 50 for Devon.
Nana's just constantly loose behind the footy. He's such a good leader too. You can see him pointing and everything. So
What would you do? You put someone on him?
yeah, I think what's happening is
they've moved on now.
Yeah, they moved on. So Sammy Glenn's coming out to try to engage him sometimes, but Matty Blair's just following the ruck everywhere. And then the ruckman's coming out for Devon and then it allows Nana to go loose. So it might be a matter of Matty Blair staying out and not rucking inside 50 to stop the loose behind the footy.
Tap down again. Player tried to jar himself free. And that was Isaac Barassi. He wasn't able to. And now they have a chance to clear out of defence. Karingal, they do towards the wing. Good contest made by O'Toole. Brings it to ground. Rory Hillis at front and square, trying to get hold of it, lost control of it. On hands and knees, close to the boundary. Doing a good job is Bradley to try and hold it up for Karingal. It spills out the back again. They've got numbers. Little left foot kick is an absolute shocker from Devon. And intercepted comfortably on this occasion for the Beale. And Beale has turned it over. Magnificent play by Joel Hillis as Beale intercepted it. And Joel Hillis has come from nowhere and maybe taken the HP and CP mark of the day.
He's a serious player.
He is a wonderful, wonderful player. He read that like a book. Beale got the free kick and then good play by Joel Hillis, who drives it long, misses to the right-hand side. No one else probably would have intercepted that.
No, he came from...
He was 59 metres behind there, Dan. He just popped up out of the sprinkler, I thought, at one stage.
He did. That's definitely our candidate for HP and CP mark of the day, along with Scotty Jansen. So back into play. Little half-distance pass is okay.
So Karingal need to decide here what they're going to do. If they're going to allow the +1 behind the footy, they need to use the spare up around the footy and run it a bit quick. Because at the minute they're playing slow and it's playing into Devon's hands.
They're doing the short kicks too.
Well, they are.
Little short kicks on the back line there, and it doesn't seem to look the overlap to get over there because Devon have got the structure and the setup there perfect.
Nana's still loose behind the
footy.
Well,
Leslie got it and he kicked it to Curran and it just sat up forever and it was allowed to be fisted over the boundary by Stewart. Ball's at half forward again for Devon. They try and knock it down. Hallier goes in hard. Curran's there again. Gets a hand pass out on the up. And once again, Jansen, he is buffeted off it. having a huge influence so far. One of the best men on the ground for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South is O'Toole.
They've actually got +2 now behind the footy, Dan, so they're setting up really well. They're conceding at the football and turning it over, and they're going to try to catch Karingal on the counter-attack.
5-point lead on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Here's Hillis on hands and knees. Floats a great hand pass out under the pump to Mace. Mace will pick up a man in the middle of the ground, and taking the mark is Isaac Barassi. Plays on quickly, kicks it low and flat inside 50. No mark taken. Someone waiting down. Kirkwood, left foot snap, misses.
Big tie.
Should have kicked that. He's kicked one so far, and they lead by a goal. 2-5-17 to 1-5-11. And our coverage, thanks to Jeff Wignall-Ford on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Back into play, Matthews. Delivers in short again. That is much better. Hits up a teammate in Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets the hand pass out to Jansen. Jansen drives the balls now. That's much better to Beale. Beale got at the back. He's met late. Affects the kick. Kicks long towards full forward. Bouncing ball towards the back of the pack. And it's grabbed on this occasion by Moss. And in the end, he runs it out of bounds. And that was better play by Karingal as they just got on their bike and they were able to get some rebound footy.
Ran.
When you're playing loose, the best thing you want is slow footy. It's so easy to read where it's going. So they can continue. The short passing's fine as long as it continues to move. As soon as it slows up, it's going to play into Devon's hands. But that was much better. Got out the back. Bill ran nice and hard, and it nearly resulted in a goal.
Tap down again. One comfortably by O'Toole, but he turns it over. Easy mark to Glenn. Who's had the head bandage. He goes in short. Rory Hillis does well to just get a fist on that. Then might have... free kick. It's gone. I think very unlucky, Blair. That's that free kick for diving on in. Don't like that free kick. I know Gary Ryan broke a leg a long time ago, but I just don't like that free kick because the player's going for the footy. Joel Hillis takes the mark. Kick gets punched away from him, and now it's won by Curran. Curran goes back, and that's okay, and he finds his teammate taking the mark, and that is Bradley. Bradley has the ball on the wing, on the outer side, turns around an opponent, kicks it low and flat, skidding ball towards half forward. Sullivan's there, gets the hand pass out, missed on this occasion by his teammate who was trying to get hold of the footy, and that was Jack Harms, and then it's holding the ball, and the free kick will go the other way.
Kringle's looking up, Dan. They're struggling for options up forward.
Yeah, they sure are.
They look too small.
Yeah, they look a bit confused.
G. Mace has been good. He kicks down the line, but that's an excellent mark. And Karingal can go back again. Battams takes it inside defensive 50, looking to square it up. That ball holding up for a while. Finds Leslie. Still at centre half back. His team down by a goal. 2-5-17 Devon. 1-5-11 Karingal. No goal in this quarter. Fisted away again. Good play, Stewart of Devon. Loose ball comes out. Player brought down. He didn't have possession.
Was that a bump or a tackle?
Yeah, got Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Bit.
Takes the footy. He gets met very, very late by Beale. Kicks long to full forward. No mark taken. Slung to the back. Kirkwood's there. Dribbles a little kick. Close to the boundary. Handball comes out again. Deep hand pass towards Stewart. Then he gets the kick well smothered.
On the full a bit.
Is it on the full against Curran?
Unlucky. Unlucky.
It was a great smother and then it just ricocheted off his knee roll. So it's going to be a free kick to go the way of Devon, taken by Isaac Barassi.
With the wind, he should have a ping a goal from the Dan Lonergan pocket here, so it should be good. If he just
Dan Lonergan won't be kicking any goals from this pocket.
Put it out there, mate.
No chance. Let's see what Isaac Barassi can do. He's kicked 6 goals this year. He's kicked the goal. That is definitely our goal today so far.
From your pocket.
There was not much daylight in regard to kicking that, but it was gun barrel straight by one of the greatest names in the history of the game, Isaac Barassi. I mean the surname, sorry Isaac, 3-5-23, Karingal 1-5-11, and that is on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And our coverage today proudly brought to you by Jeff Wignall-Ford with branches in Hastings, Mornington and Frankston. And our special guest, thanks to Truman's, is Brendan Dunn.
Hey, Brendan Dunn, how happy would you have been if the vision was this good when you were coaching?
Fantastic. And the stats.
Out of the middle again go Devon, kick inside 50. Hillis Picks it up, loses it. This is Joel Hillis. He goes in again. He tries to get around an opponent. Handball comes out from Gregory. Now they get it on the outside. Treep, who has built himself up. His kick's an absolute ripper, and it hits Matthews on the chest. Matthews, a daisy cutter. Well, that's like picking apples from a tree, that one-handed mark. He's been great, Liam Drew, as he intercepts it. Drives Devon back inside 50, and that's a very, very strong mark taken at left half forward on this occasion by Isaac Barassi. But he kicks badly on this occasion. Ronald Dale wouldn't be too happy with that. It's a behind.
I'm really
3-6-24 to 1-5-11.
Devon's work rate and actually keeping to structure is fantastic here, Dan. So they look like they've a well-drilled side. They're staying nice and disciplined. They probably let themselves down a little bit going inside 50, but they're going to get plenty of looks if they keep playing like this.
They've still got that spare man in the back line too, just wandering around there. So their structures and their lines are just really good this stage.
The Karingals +1 is looks like Saunders off the back of the pack here, so just staying in front of Hillis. So we'll see how that works.
Blair was working in to do the ruck work then, and his opponent stopped him from getting near it. He gets the hand pass out, and Karingal drive it towards the wing. No mark taken. Loose ball. Hurried high ball comes out from Hallier. Fisted on again by O'Toole at the back. Curran, he just can't get decent possession today. Good play, Joel Hillis, to try and stop his opponent. But on that occasion, a comfortable mark taken by Matthews, who's been okay so far. In front of the scoreboard on the outer side, the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. In short to Bathams now for the Bulls, marking attacking side of the wing at Ballon Park. They're 13 points in arrears. In short once more, and they're looking to try and build, and that's through Pomeroy, who's kicked their only goal. He kicks into the middle of the ground, and he finds a target. That's 50 metres. What was that for?
I don't know, Dan.
Both players went for the mark at the same time.
And the guy,
he's saying he's knocked it out of his hand.
Mediocre will get that free kick. I don't think he did he?
I'll tell you what, it's a very short 50 metres too, just quietly.
Well,
that's a bit of guilt.
It should be 15 at most.
It's called guilt.
For a decision like that, it should be 15 shocking. At most.
Shocking.
But if it's 25, well, that's all it deserves. You don't need this.
Into the wind.
Into the wind, and he doesn't even make the distance. High kick, close to the goal line. Have they got numbers? Right on the goal line.
So you're with Malcolm
Blight,
Blight, Dan. He said bring back the flick pass during the week on SCN. Did you hear that?
Very strange man.
Strange man, isn't he?
Very strange man.
Malcolm Blight.
1-6-12 to 3-6-24 back into play. Almost a mark to the Bulls. Taken by Joel Hillis. Lost his footing, regained his footing. Brilliant play. Look at that free kick. That is just polish. Finds Hallier. Handballs to Mace in front of our commentary position. Kicks to the attacking side of the wing. And the mark taken by Fletcher. Plays on quickly. Bullet pass to Kirkwood. That is Champagne football, Panthers. He marks it left half forward.
They're using the extra men really well when they get the footy. So that's perfect. If you can overlap like that and you have got your spare behind the footy, it's just a matter of the delivery inside 50.
Did you see Joel Hillis, the way he regained his footing? And he had 2 or 3 around him. Kirkwood's kicked one. He's missed a couple as well. Slight angle. 40 out. That looks good off the boot. That's a goal. And the Panthers, they can smell finals. I know there's a long way to go.
Early there,
but it'll be 5 wins, 2 losses after 7 rounds if they keep going like they're going at the moment. Karingal 1-6-12 under the pump. Devon Meadows, 4-6-30. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard as we approach half-time in the game changer round 7 of second division MPNFL football.
Well, young Ty, he played a lot of footy at Devon Meadows and juniors there, and he was about that built when he was a junior, Dan, so he's probably got a little bit bigger, and he was a very dominant player in his junior football, and now he's good to see that he's come along and brought towards his senior football too. He's just an outstanding junior he was, and now he's going to be a very good footballer for Dem if he stays there.
3 goals to none.
Actually, Devon's done a great job over the last couple of years, haven't they?
They have. 7 out, though. 7 of their best 22 out today. Tap down again, and it is taken in the middle.
Karingal just needs some repeat inside 50s here, same as Devon in the first quarter.
Yep.
Just get it in there and just get multiple shots.
Easier said than done. O'Toole taps it down. Drew's been very good. He virtually gave it to his teammate Johns. Hooks around the body towards full forward, looking for someone to take it. Fisted down again. Loose ball. It's bobbling around. They're under the pump, the Karingal players. They eventually knock it out of defensive 50. Sullivan's gone back down there. Badams has been okay. Sockers it off the ground and lands luckily in the arms just behind the wing on that outer side near the scoreboard of Jansen. Jansen delivers now to Badams, who kept running. Badams approaching half forward, kicks to centre half forward. But again, beautiful piece of interception by Boland, who's been very good. Boland.
He's got to come this way. They need to spread a bit there.
Yeah, they do. Boland, half back on the outer side, will keep it down the line. He finds one of the best men on the ground for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, and that's O'Toole, for mine anyway. But Brendan Dunt is making that decision today for Truman's. He kicks high towards the wing, shove in the back, I thought, for Hillis.
Great
picked up magnificently on the run. Good play by Thorpe. Thorpe, though, his kick doesn't go anywhere. Back to Hillis. Tried to beat one, tried to beat two. Joel Hillis holding the ball. The defence was a bit better on that occasion by the Bulls, but they're constantly under the pump in their back half at the moment at the city end. And a high kick comes from Lyndon Saunders, but he finds O'Toole, who marks on his chest again just in front of the wing. Takes another intercept mark, been very good. Cutes a little pass to half forward. The pass comes off okay to Rory Hillis, who takes the mark just underneath the scoreboard. The lead 18 points, 4-6-30 to 1-6-12. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Hillis a high kick inside 50. Blair is there. He was waiting down and the pack collapsed near him. And then there's a snap at goal. Free kick.
Tackle off the footy.
Yeah. Free kick to go Karingal's way. It would have been really hard for them if there was another goal. They found it hard all day.
Karingal's got plenty of numbers here. They just need to sort this out.
Sullivan.
But they get caught, though, Danny. When they come up to here, they can't get the overlap going.
Treep.
They had 2 free and they just left the contest. They've come too far out.
Yeah.
So they were able to use that if they wanted to.
Kicks close to the boundary.
Good kick.
Bradley takes the mark at half back.
That's where they're letting down here.
Yeah. But then they just get numbers behind the footies. He doesn't know what to do. He's taken by Mason a tackle, gets himself into a world of trouble, finds Jansen, and Jansen stepped out of bounds as he went for the spiral punt.
Before that play happened, Dan, they had the spread here. It was 3-on-1, and that's real quick. They can just get that. And if they use that nice and quick, that's actually an entry inside 50. They're just too slow, and then it allows Devon, the way they're setting up, just to cover everything. And then the guy with the footy doesn't know what to do.
Yep.
Devon's doing really well.
Former Karingal Grand Final coach and Hastings Premiership coach Brendan Dunn, our special guest today, along with the great Paulie Wilson. And it is half-time. 4-6-30.
That come from?
You've got to put a bit of mayo on things sometimes, gentlemen.
Yes, we do.
To Karingal 1-6-12. Ty Kirkwood kicked a couple of goals, 3 goals to none in that quarter with the breeze for Devon Meadows. Karingal did not score a goal in that quarter and just 1 goal with the wind in the opening quarter on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Our coverage today proudly brought to you by Jeff Wignall Ford, and they've got branches in Mornington, Hastings and also Frankston. Our goal of the day is for any time fitness, and there've been a couple of terrific goals so far today. I reckon Pomeroy's goals right up there. Mark of the day, HP and CP. I think Joel Hillis might have that, but we've still got a half a footy to go. And best on ground, well, number of players in contention. Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. And we'll get Paul Wilson to give us around the grounds. Thank you, Paulie, for O'Brien Real Estate.
Thanks, Dan, there. Hastings, 6-4-40, playing Rye, 5-1-31. Chelsea, 4-8-32, playing Mornington, 4-2-26.
Tight game.
Karingal 1-6-12 here at half-time to Meadows, 4-6-30. Taieb yet to hit the scoreboard. Somerville, 8-12-60.
Disappointing.
Crib Point, 3-5-23 to Langwarren, 10-3-63. So 40 points up in the second quarter here. And Seaford and Pearcedale. Seaford, 8-7-55 to 5-2-32.
Pearcedale's improved so much, haven't they?
Well, they have. It's one of the great stories.
Yep.
They've won 2 games. They won 1 game in 2019, the opening game of the season, and then did not win another game, and they've won 2
really
already.
Good for Boris, because he would have been,
Yep. So back to Division 1. We've got Division 1 here, Pines versus EDS. Pines 5-2-32 to EDS 7-4-46. So Paddy won't be happy there. YCW second quarter, 16-18, 114 to Red Hill 2-6-18.
They've kicked 114 points in a half of footy, YC.
That's 114 to 18.
114 to 18.
Up at the chip, up at the Red Hill.
It must be it must be a 10.
It must
goal.
be
96 points for YCW.
96 points up at half time up at Red Hill.
That's unheard of.
I've never been up there before,
And
don't
Cappy's
think.
not on the show on Wednesday, so we're going to have to talk about something else, are we, Paul?
Yeah, exactly. Dramana 6-3-39. They're at home against Sereno. Sereno 7-8-50, so they're in front there. Rosebud and Mount Eliza, 2 goals straight to Rosebud to Mount Eliza, 6-10-46. Yeah. And Frankston Bombers and Bomb Beach. Frankston Bombers 3-2-20 to Bomb Beach 6-5-41.
With that very, very deep midfield.
Yes. It's a
good side, isn't it?
An unbelievable
I don't think
list.
Dennis Lane's playing
I think
today.
that update was wrong there for Frankston YCW there. I'll tell you right now, we'll come back probably here.
There we go.
Oh, right.
It did sound a bit odd.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's 2-6-18 Red Hill to Frankston YCW 3-6-24.
Well, YCW are not capable of scoring big scores. They're not capable of scoring big scores. Thank you very much, Paul. That's around the grounds. Thanks to O'Brien Real Estate. But what they're very good at, Brendan, and this is what you would love, is their ability to set up behind the ball with the best defence in the competition by a fair way.
Yeah, and they just got leaders everywhere. So
They do. Barry sits the back line up there. He looks after them.
And none of them are tall, tall. They're all about the same height, but they just play their roles.
And they read the footy well in their position.
They do.
You even see here at this game, like Nana with his experience.
He's telling where to go.
Because he's +1, not playing on anyone, he's pointing, and the players around him are better because he's telling them where to go, and then all of a sudden they're in the right position. So leadership has a lot to play in a good defence. They've done it for years, and they'll continue to do it. They're just a good footy club.
That's exactly right. Well done to the Devon Meadows Footy Club on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard, 4-6-30 to 1-6-12. It is the game changer round. We'll keep you updated with all the scores around the grounds for O'Brien Real Estate. And, of course, Jeff Wignall Ford is our major sponsor. The sun starts to shine here at Ballon Park. Karingal, like the boy with the barrow, they've got the job in front of them as we have a little bit of Oz kick out in the middle of the ground, which is fantastic. And we'll be back with the second half very shortly. Get your game face on.
Welcome to the 2021 edition of the Game Face Record app, jam-packed with the newest features to help you get the best information for your club and competition this 2021 footy season. New users will now be prompted to sign up via Facebook or email to help out with our new interactive features. Here you'll be prompted to select which team you follow for one of the leagues that Game Face provides its coverage to. You'll be notified for updates exclusive to that team that you follow. More teams can be followed once you're in the app. Some other exciting features include the new social media capabilities. The newsfeed from our designated Facebook groups is now synchronised through Facebook, so you can now get the league's latest news right through our app. GameFace is now also introducing GameFace TV alongside the new update. Here, you'll be able to watch GameFace Match of the Days, interviews, and other video content that we provide, all in an easy-to-access newsfeed. Live scoring makes a return, with the latest up-to-date scores on game day for each match being played delivered straight to your phone, right in the change rooms after the game. You can now also view stats in more detail, such as best players of the round, the ladder, team lists, as well as leading goal scorers for the division. Our club pages have been reworked, now with more of a one-stop shop for vital information. Here you can view dedicated content for your club, such as purchasing merchandise, memberships, and much more. We're ready to tackle this footy season, so make sure you download the brand new Game Face digital record app.
Get your Game Face on.
For any real estate advice, feel free to drop into 188 Main Street, Mornington, or call us on 5975 7733, or feel free to contact any of our 25 plus O'Brien offices Victoria-wide. For any real estate advice, feel free to drop into 188 Main Street, Mornington, or call us on 5975 7733, or feel free to contact any of our 25 plus O'Brien offices Victoria-wide.
And for Jeff Wignall Ford, welcome back to Ballon Park. The sun is shining. The kids are out on the ground. Auskick. And it's half-time, 4-6-30 to 1-6-12. Devon Meadows by 18 points and can further cement their spot in the top three. Looks like Seaford are going to have a good win, so they'll probably be third. Mornington in some trouble, as we told you a little bit earlier, going around the grounds for O'Brien Real Estate. But on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard, it's 4-6-30 to 1-6-12. And Karingal have kicked just one goal through Pomeroy. 3 goals in that quarter with the breeze to Devon. Joel Hillis was outstanding, but Kirkwood's kicked 2 goals for them so far. Brendan Dunn is with us, thanks to Truman's and also Frankston Jeep and Paul Wilson as well. Brendan, what does your old team have to do, Karingal, to get back into this match?
Definitely options forward, Dan. They're struggling with their connection there, so it looks like they're getting a bit stuck. They come out of the back line, they spread really well, and then they get to sort of just before mid-wing, and they just looked shocked. They're looking up. Nanar's setting up behind the footy. Devon's ruckman's behind the footy. O'Toole's taking some good marks getting behind the footy. So they either need to move the ball a lot quicker or put some bigger boys around the half-forward line and kick to a contest and then try to get guys like Scotty Jensen and that just getting the crumbs and sort of getting the chaos ball going forward. Yes. They haven't had repeat inside 50s
would you think for
a while.
Sammy Glenn's been the forward line, then the pocket line. Would you think to change him around a bit somewhere? Get him on the ball?
Yeah, I'll definitely play him up on the pill and get him around the footy. He's such a good player.
Yeah, just seems wasted at the moment.
Even if it's 5 minutes and he starts to get the feel for the game and then he can go forward and kick some goals. So.
Well, who have they got that can go in the ruck? Maybe to put Blair down there?
Definitely Lachlan. So
yes.
Cow can go in the ruck. The other option is you push everyone up. You deal with Devon's +1, +2. It's been +3 at times, and play someone like a Scotty Jansen who's quite explosive, and just give him the whole 50 and bomb it in there and see what happens. At least you're manning up the +1, +2, +3, and you've got. That's where Devon's, and then they're winning the footy and they're using those guys to really release it and get in forward.
And, Joel Hillis is not having a huge influence, but, player of his class at this level, 10 possessions for him for Premier Data is worth about 20 to 25 for most other players.
You saw that play.
So did Tom Curran, but Tom Curran just can't get into it. So how does Luke Forsyth and his coaching staff try and release that tag? Does he need a couple of other players to help out, maybe tag the player that's tagging him?
Yeah, you do. You can sort of let Curran go to someone. So then if he's getting a tag, there's a 2-on-1 there, which releases someone like if Sam Glenn was on the footy or Pomeroy or something like that. And maybe someone else just has to get the job done this week. I don't think Curran will stay as quiet as he's been for the second half. And I don't think Hillis will either. Hines doing a great job on Hillis, but Hillis really started to look like he was getting in the game.
That play,
he nearly had a couple of really...
That play when he ran up the ground and popped out of the ground, took that intercept mark there. That was just electric stuff and the other stuff he did.
And down here in front of us where he lost his footing momentarily and he was on his knees and he got up and had 3 or 4 around him.
And they got a goal out of that too. They got a goal out of that to Kirkwood there too.
Coast.
Yeah, it was just good football. A bit of class there, a bit more class at the moment there. Devon Meadows are showing with their smaller players at the moment.
All you've got to do is, Devon's come with a plan, they've been able to execute it. So all you've got to do is get them to start questioning what their plan's doing. So Karingal need to start using the footy or getting repeat inside 50s, and that might make Nanar might start creeping up too far up the ground, and all of a sudden you get the out. The best play was when Beale ran really hard. They got it out the back.
And they didn't get a goal out of it.
Shot on goal.
Yeah.
So it's just a movement thing. But
they need
to make Devon question themselves. Because at the minute, Devon have just come out with their game plan, and they haven't had to change it because it's all playing in their hands at the minute.
3 of the best half a dozen players are not there. Baumgartner is ill. Smale kicked 4 last week and then did his hammy, and the number of hamstring injuries in the competition, I mean, there'll be over 20 all up, and it's probably because players haven't played a lot of footy.
That's what they were
and Batten as well. I mean, Batten we know is a quality player.
There's some big outs.
That's what I was saying, like AFL, all these soft tissue injuries, because they've had that year off, or, that too much and that. And it's happening in local footy too. Guys have had that year off or more.
I think in AFL the games are longer too.
Yeah, the games are longer, but they don't train as much as the AFL guys do. No. But when they come out here Tuesday and Thursday night, they run around, and some guys only train one night a week,
Yeah.
So to come out and play footy all the time, on a Saturday afternoon, it's just you get these injuries. That happens. It happens. The soft tissue injuries,
So the Devon Meadows boys are out. We're getting ready for the second half, thanks to Jeff Wignall forward. We might take a quick break and come back for the second half as the umpires come out as well. 3-goal lead, so Karingal at home, some work to do. 1-6-12. If they lose today, they'll be 2 games behind Devon Meadows and back in the pack in the battle for a spot in the top 5. Devon searching for their first finals berth for 18 years in senior footy. Back shortly. Get your...
Hi guys, Jack Riot here down at the all-new Frankston Jeep.
Here we go!
Frankston Jeep has been brought back to the Peninsula by Freeway Motor Group. It's a family-owned and operated company which prides itself on outstanding service. So get down to Frankston and grab yourself a Jeep. I'm in.
For any real estate advice, feel free to drop into 188 Main Street, Mornington, or call us on 5975 7733, or feel free to contact any of our 25 plus O'Brien offices Victoria-wide.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. Everyone's busy.
So the second half underway for Jeff Wignall for the game changer round, and 3-goal lead for Devon Meadows, 4-6-30 to 1-6-12 in their second division clash, round 7. 4th against 7th. Treep on the bench. Harms, who's got his face heavily bandaged on the
Mr.
bench
Mummy.
as well. He does look like a mummy. As Hillis gets a hand pass out, Joel Hillis misses the target of Craig. Hurry kick comes forward on that occasion from Curran. A rare possession for him.
That's better.
And then that's better.
That's better
Footy on the
play.
outside from Bradley as he hits the target at half forward.
Who's that, Dan? Is that Seth Kelly?
It is Seth Kelly. He's hardly had a kick. Kicked 9 goals this year. Don't think I've called his name too often. 18-point lead right in front of the scoreboard. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
Can you get the distance, Dunny?
Yeah, I think he can from there. He's got the wind, so he'll be kicking for
He's
40.
very slight and light. He's a left footer. He'll veer in a bit. 45 out.
Have the
He's missed
distance.
to the right-hand side to the
Definitely
Melbourne
the distance.
end. And it's 1-7-13 to 4-6-30, but that was better. Better movement of the footy. Crisper, cleaner by the Bulls.
Kinda like
The
the
margin
St Kilda.
17 points.
Like St
I'm a
Kilda.
Saints supporter, don't get me started. He had the distance. He kicked that to Karen
Yeah, he did.
Downs. It's
Yeah,
going
he
to take
did.
us half an hour to get the footy back.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they were really good last night, St Kilda.
They were, but unfortunately, Dan.
Dan kicking.
They'll beat the Dogs next week. Comfortably.
Dan being a lovely doggy supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That ball did go to Kerem Downs.
Did? Went to the Ballon Park Cricket Club.
Picked
which
it
was
up from
behind.
the Caltex at Side Road there.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's it.
So Brodie McConnell doing bound now for the Panthers.
Oh,
On the left, in short. Picks out a target. And they use the footy pretty well around that outer
They're
side.
a patient
Pat
footy
Boland.
side. They are.
Yeah,
a patient
they are.
Footy side.
Lee Craig back
Oh,
towards
there we
McConnell.
go.
McConnell didn't get hold of the footy. Picked up by
Yeah.
Kelly. Bad blue by Devon. They went back because Karingal had done so well to push up the ground. There were no options up the ground on the outer side. And Brodie McConnell has made a big
they're
blue.
Kringle
Let him
boys
know
are
that.
just
Getting
tell
into
him
it,
all
Seth
about it.
Kelly has kicked a very important goal. And that's a good start with the breeze for the Bulls.
Another free kick here, Dan.
Another free kick.
Free kick.
Yeah.
So this is what you
Oh.
need sometimes. It's just a little bit of luck.
Yep.
They've got in their face here, and
Umpires pick one
it's a
out.
free kick to Kringle, I think.
Once the ball comes back from Kerem Downs, we'll get another shot. I think it's is that Pumru? No, he's got it. He's going to get it.
No, they haven't paid it. He blew his whistle and he said
Yeah,
something, didn't he?
he's-
And I think they've reversed it. They've actually gone back on their decision.
Gone back on it.
Well, the umpire
He
said there's a
definitely
free.
did. Yeah, he
hang
definitely
on.
did.
So now the umpires are getting together saying there's a free kick down here. Boundary umpires have got the ball. Now they've told, nope, go back. What's happening? The umpires don't know what's going on.
I think is it a free kick at Devon Meadows in?
No, it's a free kick for Karingal.
For Karingal, you sure about that?
Yep.
And
Karingal
it's from the goal line because it's after the goal was in, isn't it?
Well, the goal's been kicked, it's been scored, so
What is going on?
no one knows what's going on, so it should be a
Many
free.
errors.
It should be
Someone take control.
it should be a free kick from the goal square, but it's not. It's been where he got
Where he got thrown to the ground.
where Connor Leslie got thrown to the ground.
Yeah.
So, but it should have been from the goal square.
And I'm going to be a bit. I don't reckon it was Connor that got thrown to the ground.
No, I think Connor's
So they've done well here. They've got their best kick. Connor's a great kick. They've got him to grab the footy.
So now
Right
the
half forward,
big
30 to 35 degree angle. 2 goals in a minute to
This
cut
is
the
huge.
margin
This
to
is
5
huge.
points. On the Growth
He's kicked
Syndicates
it.
Australia scoreboard. He's
There
kicked
they
a
go.
goal.
Look at him, Zane.
That
Pump him
might
up.
be one of the biggest moments of the game. Goal to Kelly after the ball was dropped in the goal square by McConnell. And he snapped a goal, and then there was a bit of pushing and shoving. Some undisciplined play by Devon Meadows.
Connor
and a free
definitely-
kick goes to Connor Leslie. Whether it was his free kick or not.
Where's he going? Back
remains
to
be seen.
full back?
He gets
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to say back to back pocket. Got his first goal for the year.
25 to 4-6-30. Who knows whether this is the defining moment in this game?
That's huge. That's
That
really
is-
bad, Dan.
it is.
You've had a great half of footy.
Yeah.
And I know there was
Bang.
a little mistake there, but you can't get sucked into that.
One by O'Toole. Blair picks the footy up, brought to ground.
Bang.
Comes
Momentum,
out
here we
again
go.
now. Good play. Inside
Bang.
50 by Beale, and on the end of it, Sullivan. Dominating everything. Well done, Beale. Threw it on the boot. Got plenty of distance on it. And Sullivan was there for the drop of the footy. Similar spot to Leslie, probably 10 metres closer. 20 to 25 degree angle.
He should kick this, and momentum's huge.
And they'll be in front. 3 goals in 2 minutes to put them in front on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Sullivan kicks. Sullivan goals.
Game on
And
now.
the crowd on the terrace are up and about here at Ballon Park. 4-7-31 to 4-6-30. And that has happened in a blink of an eye, gentlemen.
That's happened. 3 goals down have been kicked in about 2 minutes there, and just all of a sudden we're thinking, well, you know, what can Karingal do? And all of a sudden now they're in front. So it's just amazing how one little thing can change a whole game.
Yep.
And it all depends now to see what Devon Meadows can do if they can rebound and get back to what they were doing. Noticed out here that Drew's really loose, but it's been picked up.
Got to remember, this is a team that haven't had much success for a long time, and Neil Craig is trying to bring in discipline and a winning culture to this side. And now they've had 2 very bad minutes. Can they find a way to get back? Remembering they'll come home with the breeze. They would be hoping that they can stop Karingal from dominating in the latter stages of this quarter.
Just important they refocus here, Dan. They've really stuffed up this after half time. So if they can continue to get back to that structure that they had in the first half, it'll be fine. But they can't let Karingal get one more, because all of a sudden,
momentum.
You know, they're kicking with the wind. There could be a 6-7 goal quarter.
Yep.
O'Toole taps it down and then goes after it's taken and a tackle. Gang tackled. The pressure's certainly there at the moment.
Get the voice of affirmation going on the hill too, Dan.
Yeah, they'll be pretty pumped up. Pomeroy and also Blair laying a tackle. Comes down to O'Toole. Scrambles a kick inside 50. Joel Hillis goes without it. Handball comes to the back. Taken by Battams. Swings a left foot kick around the corner. Craig is there.
Great tackle.
Outnumbered though. Good tackle though on Pomeroy. Loses it. Beale gets the hand pass over the top. Loose ball. Comes out on this occasion though to Rory Hillis. Feeds a hand pass out to Davies. Hand pass further afield now to Johns. Johns will pump a hand pass out now to Drew. Drew will drive it wide. Way too wide towards the boundary. Pitching close to the boundary. Not able to get hold of it was Hallier. Had 2 to beat. Tried to get it out to his teammate who's pushed off the line of the ball. That was Davies. Good contest by the Karingal team.
There's a bit of
Linda
feeling
Saunders
in this,
involved.
Yep.
Leslie involved as well. Thrown up in front of our commentary position. Tapped down again by O'Toole. And getting a hurried boot to ball. Karingal on that occasion threw Curran up down to one spot. Good play by Johns. He tried to charge his way through. 4-on-1 against. And Karingal have upped the ante as they lead by a point on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard, 31 to 30. Blair gets a little fingernail on that, trying to knock it through. Unable to do so on that occasion was Devon Meadows. Left foot kick by Glenn.
Great
forward.
Take your time.
Square play by Kelly. 20 metres
There
out.
you go.
Feeds over the top. 4 in a row to the Bulls.
They're in trouble here.
4 in a row to the Bulls. Great play by Kelly. Selfless play. Sullivan kicks the goal.
I reckon that's the difference, first half, second half, Dan.
Yep.
First half, they would have blazed away then.
Yep.
And they've just kept their mind.
Composure.
Devon, it was 2-on-1. They've just been nice and composed. Handball over the top.
Yep.
Easy goal. First half, especially first quarter, they were all just having shots from 30.
They were. But so now it just calmed down a bit there, and all of a sudden now they've gone to a 7-point lead.
So momentum's there.
8-point
Karingal's
lead.
got numbers at the footy.
Yep.
So this contest here on the commentary side, 5v3. The numbers are there.
There's another one there,
They're up and about.
4v1.
Yep.
Yep.
7-point lead. O'Toole wins it down again. He needs a bit more support. He may get a free kick for a shove. I thought he might have stumbled. Saw that song last night too.
I thought he might have
Susie
stumbled.
Quattro, Chris Norman stumbling in. Paulie
Stumbling
Wilson.
in, yes.
Quick kick inside 50 and a
Kirkwood.
great lead by Kirkwood. Good kick by Johns.
Geez, you
To
must have been out
space,
last
and
night,
Kirkwood
Dan.
takes the mark. What's that?
You must have been out a bit late last night. You got a few good songs you listened
Well,
to.
what was it? We were just watching them on video.
Oh, okay.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Dancing around a bit, were you?
VHS.
Dancing around.
VHS?
Yeah. And another magnificent song, Born to Be Alive.
Oh, Patrick Hernandez, yes.
40 metres out. Kirkwood kicking. Kicks through the footy. Might have his third.
Yeah, he's got it.
That's cleared it. They're saying it's touched the defenders.
That's a
It's
steadier.
a goal.
That's a
3
steadier.
goals to
One they
Kirkwood.
needed.
And they certainly needed that. Back to 1 point. A thriller here at Ballon Park, thanks to Jeff Wignall forward on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 5-6-36 to 5-7-37. And Ty Kirkwood having a very good game. A candidate for one of our goals of the day. And our goals of the day proudly brought to you by Anytime Fitness.
See how Devon responded here. Yeah, so
they needed that one.
That was a good one. Good steadier. O'Toole's doing pretty well in the centre here.
He's having a great game.
Gillis.
Out of the middle again, Gillis. He does well, but then he loses control of it. Then he goes back on and gets it again, but taken down in a tackle. And the umpire says holding the ball. Not getting enough support at the moment. Jansen with the free kick will switch the play. Finds a player out in his own current. Wrong man to be on his own. The former Saint delivers further afield now. Taken by Bradley.
Pass.
Bradley in short. That's good
better.
footy to Glenn. Glenn with the footy was on the footy show a couple of weeks ago. Left half forward. The acting skipper delivers down the line. That is a great kick, but just had a bit too much carry on it for Sullivan, who got a finger on it. And it's out of bounds right beside the behind post at the Melbourne end. 4 goals to 1 for the Bulls this quarter. 5-7-37 to 5-6-36. Growth Syndicates Australia.
Just notice
scoreboard.
Sullivan there, boys. He's just up and about. He just got those couple of goals, and now he's got a spring in his step, and he's running up the ball and running back, and something's going to happen.
Those hit-ups at half
Tapped
forward
down
are
again
so
by
important.
Cal. Handball comes out. Wasn't the best hand pass in the world by, on that occasion, Thorpe, but it finds the boundary for Devon Meadows. So 15 metres around, 4 goals to 1 with the breeze to the Melbourne end. I wonder whether it might have died off a bit, but anyway, Karingal playing very good football. They're 18 points down at half-time. Cowell the tap. Mace goes in hard, charging at it for Devon Meadows, loose. Close to the goal square again, but a player will get a free kick for a shove in the back, and it'll go against Treep, and it'll be taken by Davies, who made that error early, allowing Kelly to kick the first of 4 unanswered goals to get his team pumped up. So he's unsure what to do, Davies. Heads to the outer side for Devon Meadows. High kick.
Good mark.
Big, strong mark. Should be paid. It's going the other way, is it?
No, it's definitely.
To Lee Craig.
Yep.
Quick update.
The son of Neil.
Pines and EDS, 46 apiece.
Thanks to O'Brien Real Estate. Thank you, Paulie. Quick kick down the line again. Joel Hillis feeds over the top now. Handball inside. Came from Moss. And they've still got the ball on the outer side under some pressure. Moss sharing the footy with Joel Hillis. Had it, lost it, needs more support on the outer side.
Well done.
Well played on this occasion to get a hurried boot to ball and drive his team out of trouble with Saunders, but only as far on this occasion as Craig, kicking Devon back inside 50. No mark taken. Waiting down. Can't get the footy. It's turned over again. Good play, Beale. Brought down at a tackle. Got the hand pass to Badams. Swings a long hand pass to Sullivan. Touch
that is
should have had a chance to pick it up, but he tapped it on. He was looking for Bradley, but getting in the road on that occasion with Devon. And Devon, well, they have a free kick against them. Very, very lucky, Sullivan, because he
just
mucked
needed to
that
pick it up, Dan.
Pick it up.
And he's given the free kick away, unfortunately, Craig, for holding the ball, going to Bradley, who delivers in short to Sullivan, the man who made the blue.
Here. Beautiful
Great
pass.
little pass.
No.
The mark is dropped, should have been taken by Treat, cleared out of defence by Davies, gets upended, and Sullivan's back to take the mark again, forming the wall just outside attacking 50 at left half forward. 1 point lead to Karingal. They've kicked 4 goals to 1. Sullivan goes long, goes high. And is there a mark or has it gone over the line? I think there's a mark. A mark to Treep, who dropped one just before. It's a very good mark. Just before it cleared the behind line.
Hang on, the umpire's getting to each other. Here we go.
We got the conference.
Now they say, you want tea or you want milk? You want coffee?
He's just taken that
2
mark.
sugars? 1 sugar?
Just inside the line. I'm not 100% sure about that, but the umpires are closer.
Yeah.
This is massive.
See if he can run around here. This will be a candidate for our goal of the day.
He should kick this. If he just runs around, he's a great kick of the footy.
Well, he's just come out of it 2 or 3 yards further right here.
Thanks to Anytime Fitness. It's about 4 metres out, you're right.
Oh, he's home.
On a fairly acute angle. He'll run around, open up the angle. Goal!
Yep.
Another one for the Bulls. 5 goals to 1.
It's a great quarter.
And the leader's out to 7 points again. 6-7-43 to 5-6-36. On the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard, our coverage today for Game Changer round brought to you by Jeff Wignall Ford.
Just that pass before that Sullivan hit, beautiful, you see it from here, beautiful kick, and Tripp just dropped the mark there, but he backed it up. And Sullivan got it again, bit lucky there, but then his ball come in, Sullivan kicked it in long, then Tripp took the mark.
Yep.
So it was just a little combination there, those two boys got something worked out.
And they're +1 there. Like Nana got caught up at the footy there.
Yep.
So now that they're behind on the scoreboard, that +1's starting to come up and try to get the footy where first half, Nana's in front of Treep there. Treep's not taking the mark.
Well, he's having no influence.
No, that's right.
Nana's still sitting back there in the back line. So he's not doing the...
So Karingal's been able to change the way Devon are playing now, and they can capitalise on it, and they're starting to get a little healthy lead here if they can continue.
Well, Nana hasn't touched the ball this quarter.
5 goals to 1. Blair up. O'Toole's there again. Can't get a clean possession. Comes out now to Mates. Skids a little kick forward. Then there's a hand pass to Stewart. Gets it back to none other man that we spoke about. High ball. Mark was dropped. It should have been taken by Pomeroy. Now it's picked up at the spillage by Rory Hillis. Back inside 50. Looking for someone to mark. No one can. Ball's at ground level. Cleared out of defence by the Bulls towards the wing. And that is an excellent mark. A clunker taken by Saunders. He plays on quickly. He's got Pomeroy in the middle, brought down. Brilliant tackle from behind by Isaac Barassi. Great tackle by Barassi. Drives his team back inside 50.
He just misread it.
Just goes over the head there of Fletcher. Fletcher, though, gets a decent bounce. Comes back on it. Kicks on the left. Kirkwood has to go the spoil at the Rove. Off the edge of the boot. Not a bad effort by Moss. Just misses to the left-hand side as he was roving front and square. And it's 5-7-37 to 6-7-43. Karingal by a goal. 5 goals to 1 this quarter. Nana off for a rest, and he's been replaced by Liam Drew for Devon. Battams back into play, finds Curran. Curran now in short, still at half-back. Picks out Hine. Handballs to Battams, who loves to run. He's at half-back on the outer side, delivers his team high. No mark was taken. Devon have got the numbers at the back. Craig gets the hand pass out. Good hand pass as he found his teammate there in Davies. Back to Craig. Craig down that outer wing. Kicks Devon badly. That should nearly be a mark to Glenn. An opponent was in his back. The umpire let it go. Slips now out to Rory Hillis. Throws it on the boot. Wobbles a kick towards the boundary. It beats Kirkwood out there. And also his opponent, Zach Bartling. They've had a good battle today.
Where's Joel Hillis, Dan? I haven't seen him out in the ground this quarter. Is he injured?
Doesn't have much of it.
He started early.
He's on the bench.
On the bench. On the bench down here with Aaron James.
Maybe something wrong with him there.
43 to 37. They need him out there. They were 18 points up at half-time. Devon tap down again. Good play to try and charge through. Receiving the tap was Rory Hillis, but had the kick blanketed out of bounds at half forward.
They can't get him on. They're trying to get him on, but they can't get him on.
This is when you just get your runner to pull anyone off.
Yeah,
just get him off.
Pull the guy from the back line. Get off.
No, Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 6-7-43 Karingal, 5-7-37. Here's Devon Meadows. Quick kick comes from Moss. Kirkwood attacks it hard. Couldn't get it. Moss gets it back again on the outside. Chance for a snap at goal by Cunningham. A high ball. Is there nearly a mark? I thought that was almost a mark. 1-on-2 to Devon Meadows. I thought he came down with it, but the umpire said no.
Hillis
thought it
didn't
might
come
have been
on
Kiss.
Yeah.
So thrown up just near the behind post down
Kirkwood's
the Cranbourne
presenting
Road
well,
end.
isn't he?
Very close to the goal line. They'll want to try and put it through for behind the Bulls. A lot of players milling around. There's a snap at goal. High kick up and down the one spot. Kirkwood's there again. Close to the boundary. Pomeroy's been good. He overruns it. Kirkwood lays another tackle deep into attack. Curran lends support for the Bulls. Throws the ball on the boot. Kicks towards the half-back line on the outer side. Good play to get the numbers back. Quick pick up by Devon in towards the pocket, and it goes out of bounds on the full. The kick came from Fletcher, and it will be a Karingal free kick through Battams, who's been one of his team's best players.
Still feel like Karingal probably need 1 or 2 more going into three-quarter time.
The
wind does seem like it's died down a fair bit, though.
Nice kick to the half-back line.
What happened there?
Battams.
Shadows.
And Battams, well, he thought there was someone with him and he wasn't. The kick was a bit high as well, and they've got it right on half forward, Devon. They keep it inside, attacking 50. Stewart receives from Johns. Left foot kick now inside 50, but a great mark. Last line of defence by Hind, and the kick on that occasion came from Hallier.
That's the play.
Hind kicks it
Look at that.
magnificently to the outer side of the ground. and they've got loose men everywhere. Pomeroy takes the mark.
Sammy
He
Glenn's
plays
on
on
here.
quickly. He's got a player in the middle
They've
of the
got to
ground.
get into Sammy Glenn.
And
He's all
Pomeroy gets the kick smothered.
All by himself
It was
he
Cowell
was.
that kicked to Pomeroy and eventually turned over comfortably on this occasion by Davies. They've got it at half back. Under some pressure.
Good
play by Drew. Kicks it out wide, and their defence is holding up. They're still trailed by a goal. A lot of mistakes being made at the moment. Close to three-quarter time. Fletcher goes wide. And he finds Mace. Mace's kick misses the target. Turned over again. Good play to try and drive his team out of attack. Farrelly. Farrelly, a bouncing ball towards the scoreboard on the outer side. And it might go out of bounds and does. 6-7-43 the Bulls. 5-7-37 Devon Meadows on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard as part of our coverage of Game Changer Round for Jeff Wignall forward.
Hillis and Glenn are on each other at the moment. Just noticed that.
Boundary throwing again. Half forward outer side. O'Toole is there. Taps to the front and then roves his own footy. Feeds a hand pass out on the outside to Rory Hillis. Rory Hillis' hand pass misses the target. Pomeroy gets it back. Gets the hand pass out now to Bradley. Bradley's kick, though, not great. Cut off. Getting a little hand pass is Johns to O'Toole. His kick has run down. A lot of players around the footy on the wing on the outer side. Joel Hillis is there. Dragged down in a tackle. Another great tackle late again. It's physical and tough at the moment. The umpire says advantage. Just as Aaron Johns was skating off, but he's called it back. And the free kick to be taken by Drew. Drew delivers to Stewart. Takes the mark. Back edge centre square for Devon, who at the moment trail by a goal. 5-1 against Karingal with the win. Kicks towards Joel Hillis. Nearly took a one-hander. Ball's at ground level. Hand pass comes out. O'Toole goes in again. Held up, coming the other way. Good pressure placed on him by Sam Glenn, and it'll be held up on the outer side.
That wind's picked up, Dan, and the bit of rain too's coming out at the moment.
O'Toole, who's been terrific, taps it down again. Going in hard, Pomeroy. Joel Hillis tried to tap it out on the up. Quick kick coming the other way. Good play towards half-forward. Cow was camped underneath it. And an easy mark. Lee Craig has been solid. Delivers wide now to Johns. Marks just near the scoreboard at half-back. His team down by a goal. They're 18 up at half-time, Devon Meadows. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Johns hoisted high down that outer wing, looking for someone to mark, and I reckon Fletcher's taken the mark he has.
And he marks on running the wing. A little bit here, Devon. Like first half, they had lots of options when they turned around here. And
he kicks it low and flat and finds a target in O'Toole, who has been very, very good. O'Toole feeds a hand pass over the top to Joel Hillis. Gets the hand pass out again now to Hellier. Hellier gets the hand pass to Rory Hillis. Rory Hillis kicks high to full forward. Kirkwood makes a good contest. Brings the ball to ground. Bartling's behind him. The umpire lets it go. Big contest at ground level. Holding the ball to go Karingal's way.
That's our P umpire, isn't it?
Gee, not sure about that. John's unlucky. Gee, off the back foot by Leslie. Not a great kick on this occasion. Nearly a turnover. Handball comes out now to Devon Meadows. It is a turnover. Hurried kick wasn't a great one on this occasion. Loose ball. And the kick, which didn't come off, was from Isaac Barassi. And now they've got it on the wing, Jansen. Jansen can turn it over. This could make it really tough if they can get a goal. Back goes Craig. Couldn't take the mark at centre half back. Now there's an opportunity for Cow.
Umpire, you're joking.
The umpire's given away a free kick at half back.
For a throw. You are kidding, umpire.
Don't know whether it was a throw or not, but anyway, Liam Berry takes the free kick.
He's tapped it out, Sammy Glenn.
In fact, Lee Craig will take the free kick. And he's in short again.
What's the umpire doing here?
Third time lucky. 1 goal lead, 43-37. He spreads it wide to Davies. Davies down the line again to Moss. Moss is at half-back for Devon. They're down by a goal. His kick's not a very good one. Very close to the boundary for Thorpe. Thorpe can't pick it up. Numbers overwhelm him in the end. Good hand pass, Pomeroy to Jansen. And kicks Karingal close to the boundary at half-forward. 6-7-43 the Bulls. 5-7-37 Devon Meadows. And that's the score on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Close to three-quarter time. They're 18 down at half-time, the Bulls. They've kicked 5 goals to 1, including 3 in 2 minutes at the start of the third quarter. Boundary throw, and O'Toole taps it down. Loose ball comes out again to Jansen. Jansen will feed a hand pass out to no one in particular. Well, why did he go there? Who knows? Davies gets a little boot to ball in the middle of the ground. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys, just as Joel Hillis was tackled.
Jensen's probably been one of Karingle's best today, I think.
He certainly has. He's been good. The tackle was laid by Connor Leslie. Open-handed slap by Cowell. Hurry kick by Pomeroy, who's battled manfully. Kicks to half forward.
Oh, well
the man who got the going in this quarter was Kelly. Does well to beat a couple of opponents. Kicks high. Bouncing ball at centre half forward. Who's going to take it? You can raffle it. Craig is there. He's tackled. Loses control of it for Devon at centre half forward. Pushing and shoving both teams. Handball comes out again. Good play, Beale. Got the hand pass to Pomeroy. Dragged down in a tackle. Cleared by Johns with the spill. He's better got the numbers back. You're right, Brendan. Good play again by Leslie. Yeah. And on the foot pass, an outstanding foot pass by Sammy Glenn. They're doing what Devon did earlier.
Yeah,
they're deciding to get numbers back behind the footy.
They're setting up behind the play there, Dan. You're right. They're setting up
side of the centre square, Paulie.
And they did setting up perfect there. Then they had the spare man there, and Sammy Glenn came running out perfect there, and just a beautiful pass it was. So Glenn lining up.
Glenn to give his team their biggest lead of the match right on three-quarter time. 45 metres out, and he's missed it badly. Just sneaks it through for a behind. 6-8-44 to 5-7-37 on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. So Davies will kick it back into play. It'll be a fascinating last quarter.
Devon were able
McConnell will kick it back into play.
They're able to slow the game down and take that momentum away, but they haven't been able to score.
That's right, yeah.
So they've actually had a lot of the footy. They refuse to play this side of the ground, which is fine.
They're
just not getting any opportunities going that side.
Early McConnell, which saw Karingal get going. Nearly a scream at a cow. That would have been the HPNCP mark of the day. He got up high into the smalls of the back of his opponent, couldn't quite hang on, and the ball will be thrown up.
So here, Dan, Devon don't actually have a +1 anymore. So first half, that's exactly what was playing into their hands. Nana's slinking off a little bit, but he's not actually a +1.
That's right.
So Karingle's been able to engage
so
all the loose players.
They've got a bit of +1.
Shark by Fletcher, taken by Joel Hillis. Gets the hand pass out at close quarters. Taken on this occasion by by Groves, who kicks close to the boundary. And it can't be kept alive. But again, Joel Hillis, everything he does is generally done with polish, as he took the mark with the flight of the ball and was able to extricate his team from the contest. But the finishing from Groves wasn't quite good enough. Tapped down by O'Toole. Taken on this occasion by Moss. Moss gets a hurried boot to ball. Nearly intercepted there by Bartling. Does well. He overruns it. He goes back on again. Good hand pass out. Quick kick cleared by Karingal into the middle of the ground. Looking for someone to run onto it. Under pressure is Beale. Has 2 or 3 holding him up. Nana is one of those. He does a very, very good job. And also in there holding up is Craig. Treep as well for the Bulls, who came in late to give support to his teammate in Beale. Big slap down by Cowell. Loose ball. Comes out to Cowell. On the outside, Matthews. Matthews can straighten 45 out. Elects to deliver into the pocket. Not a great kick. Trails away from O'Sullivan and goes out of bounds. Lead 7 points. 6-8-44 to 5-7-37. Vital game. It's an 8-point game, as we said. Karingal can be on the same number of points. Their percentage is about 20 behind Devon Meadows going into today's game if they win, but if they lose, they're 2 games behind and significant percentage.
I really feel like Hillis needs to get on the footy here. They're playing him forward. He's coming up and engaging the loose for Karingal. Just get him around the ball.
Yeah,
they need something.
Something to happen
O'Toole
there.
takes it out of the middle. Nana misses it. Picked up by Curran. Hooks the kick back towards centre half forward. Treat loses control of the footy. Can't take it. Brought down on a tackle. Matthews. Loose ball. Picked up again. Good clearing by O'Toole. But his opposite ruckman, Blair, takes the mark, runs away from his opponent, drives inside 50, a chaos ball. Lots of Devon players down there. Taken and a tackle. Davies tried to strip his opponent of the footy. Couldn't. The umpire says, give it to me, 20 metres out. Davies of Devon, one of their tall defenders, supporting McConnell down there. Throwing up 7-point lead to Karingal. Tap down again. Good play by Moss, but his hand pass a little bit defensive. Puts Fletcher under the pump. He couldn't get control of it. Had a lot of
three-quarter time
around him. 3/4 time sounds just in the nick of time for Matty Fletcher, who might have been in more trouble than a one-armed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Oh, yeah, that was
3/4 time, 6-8-44 to 5-7-37, and Karingal kicked 5 goals in that quarter to 1 to turn an 18-point deficit into a 7-point lead at 3/4 time. And Brendan Dunn, Can they hang on the growth? Syndicates Australia score.
I reckon we've got a good game on our hands here. There's still a little bit of breeze there. It's probably only a 1 or a 2 goal breeze, I think. But Devon, undisciplined early, it's really cost them, hasn't it? Gave Karingal the momentum.
Those first 3 goals, mate, that was just...
Karingal behind
shocking.
at half-time. If they don't score in the first 5-10 minutes, they start questioning themselves. But Karingal, to their credit, they've come out firing. They got into the guy that fumbled the footy, and then it resulted in another free kick.
Discipline.
And they were able to change the way Devon was setting up behind the footy, which then played into Karingal's hands. They were hitting up at half forward really well, resulting in goals, shots on goal. I think Hines done a great job on Hillis. I think Hillis, you expect 30, 40 possessions. He's done some good things, but he hasn't had bulk possession of the footy. Craig down back's been really good for Devon. I think Jansen's been one of Karingal's best players. And O'Toole's been fantastic. He's probably, at the minute, he's probably best on ground, even though they're behind.
He's certainly one of the candidates for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, best on ground, as we go round the grounds for O'Brien Real Estate and Paul Wilson.
Thank you, Dan. Hastings, 10-7-67 to Rye, 11-2-68. Chelsea, 5-9-39 to Mornington, 6-6-42.
Tight game, another 8-point game, Matt.
Karingal, 6-8-44 to Devon Meadows, 5-7-37. Tyre, they hit the scoreboard, 1 goal 6 to Somerville, 10-23. 83. So 10-23-83. So what's that, 33 shots to 1.
See, Brad Canavan would be happy with the win, be disappointed that they
10-23.
can't blow them away and really help their percentage, which means that it puts them in a very good position late in the season.
So Crib Point, 6-6-42 to Langwarren, 15-7-97. And Seaford, 12-15-87 to Pearsdale, 7-4-46. And then the Division 1, we'll go to Division 1, boys. Here we go. Pines, 8-5-53 to EDS, 9-4-58.
That'll be a thriller. We always thought that.
Down at Pines. Red Hill, come back a bit. 4-8-32 to YCW, 5-6-36. Dramana at home against Sorrento. Dramana 6-4-40 to Sorrento, 13-14-92.
Sorrento's home there,
Rosebud at home against Mount Eliza. Rosebud 6-2-38. Mount Eliza 9-12-66. Handy lead there to the Redlegs. And the Bombers at home to Bomb Beach. Branxton Bombers 9-2-56 to 7-10-52.
Bombers had a great third quarter.
Bombers have come back big time.
Big last quarters coming
so
up.
There's a 4-point
Divi 1 this year is a fantastic competition.
It is amazing how much these teams, like Pines is only... they're 5 points down, 4 points between.
And YC lost 94 points that quarter. What happened there?
They had too many players on the ground, I think.
I still think they'll hang on because, I keep talking about it, but the back line will just find a way. It always finds a way. We'll take a break. Back with the last quarter here. We're a thrilling last quarter here at Ballon Park as part of Game Changer Round. Make sure you do what you can to help in your sporting community in regard to talking about suicide prevention amongst our youth. It's a big, big topic. And be vulnerable, as the Dunkley MP for Labor, the federal Dunkley MP, Peter Murphy, said pre-match, be vulnerable. Talk about your feelings if you feel you're having a tough time. And that's what Game Changer is all about. And we've raised around $20,000, if not more. 6-8-44, Karingal, 5 goals to 1 that quarter against Devon, who are coming home with about a 2 or 3 goal breeze. They're 5-7-37. And our coverage, of course, thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford, branches at Hastings, Mornington and Frankston.
any real estate advice, feel free to drop into 188 Main Street, Mornington, or call us on 5975 7733, or feel free to contact any of our 25 plus O'Brien offices Victoria-wide.
Do you want your business to grow and be recognised within community sport? Would you like to expand your business reach and branding across metropolitan Melbourne and the Mornington Peninsula? With an average reach of 50,000 people weekly across our social media accounts, an average of 100,000 monthly impressions on our digital record app, GameFace can help promote and feature your business across all of our channels. Keep in the loop with existing customers and reach out with new ones via our social media content.
Devon's gone forward there.
Welcome back to the Game Face Game Changer match of the round here between Devon Meadows and also Karingal. Scores a three-quarter time is Karingal 6-6-44 to Devon Meadows 5-7-37 as Karingal just have the ball in front of our commentary box here, and an easy mark's been taken there by Sammy Glenn.
Gee, when a man's got to go, Paul.
I think we all went out at the same time, mate. We all come back and hello, boys, we're back on.
It's not easy when your wooden leg falls off there.
No, exactly right. Finds Pomeroy, goes back under the pressure is hind, and it really has picked up a notch. Moss drives inside 50. It's a great spoil on Kiss. Couldn't take the mark. That was a good effort. Now the hand pass comes out to Mace. Mace gets the kick affected. It's socked away again by Bartling. Well inside attacking 50 for Devon. Handball comes out again.
That's not the
Mace,
option.
well, that was a good hand pass towards the boundary line. Picked up though by Badams, who breaks the tackle. Drives his team long. The attempted tackle is from Hellier.
Umpire. Where have you come that?
Not
Where
sure
does that come
there
from?
was much in that, but anyway.
There was nothing in
It's
it.
all with the free kick at half forward. Margin 7 points, same as it was at three-quarter time. Gross Syndicate's Australia scoreboard. Hillis can't mark it. Allows his teammate through, and that is Rory Hillis. And Rory kicks off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full.
That's a hot start
but
by
deep into
Devon.
attack.
That's 3 inside 50s.
They've come out of here after three-quarter time. Now I got a spray there from
I think they
Neil.
might have. Badams back into play, kicks to the half-back line.
Oh, no.
And
Good
it's
kick.
out of bounds on the full, didn't touch it. Kelly saying he did, but there was no way he did.
Bang.
Taken by Cunningham, got the hand pass, lost it, regained it, turnover. Karingal has an opportunity now. If they can get their way through, Beale cuts inside. Handball's out now in the direction of Farrelly, who kicks down the line, and it goes out of bounds on the wing.
Nona's smarter than that. He's just put his teammate under the pump.
Yeah.
Like, they've got Kringle under pressure. He probably need to look for a better option there.
Yeah,
I think he was looking for the 1-2 handball. And
I think he
just
might have
didn't
panicked a
pay
bit
off.
there, Danny. I don't know. It's like a bit of a panic handball. I don't want it. Get rid of it, as they say.
44-37, boundary throw-in. Tapped down by Blair. Comes out now towards Rory Hillis, has been good. Kicks high to half forward. Good contest made by Hellier. Taken now long inside
Great
50.
spoil.
No one can take the mark. Kiss. Off hands, he's been great. Badams gets the hand pass out to a man dancing defensively, but clearing again in hind. But once again, O'Toole takes the mark in front of the scoreboard.
Cad's
Not good
been
reading
huge.
for Devon, though. 5-7-37 to 6-8-44. Plays on quickly, drives back inside 50, deep into the forward pocket.
That's a mark.
There's a mark on the second grab. That should be paid. The umpire said no. Loose ball.
it's holding the
Good
ball.
tackling from behind. Player was brought down. Should have nearly been holding the ball. Comes out now.
Oh,
on the
game
left,
on here,
and there's
Dan.
a goal. There's a goal to Devon Meadows. Loose ball came out after a Karingal player, as Brendan said, should have been caught holding the ball, and the left foot snap is from Moss, and he's given his team breathing space in this match, in that they're right back in it. 6-7-43 to 6-8-44. 1 point ball game, and what I mean by that is that they're still a massive chance.
I'll tell you what, I like the look of Kirkwood, Dan. He's for a power forward,
he's only a
second,
boy.
third, fourth efforts.
Yep.
He's kicked 3, and they've only kicked 6 for the game. But his efforts off the footy
He
keep him in.
can do the
They
big
keep
tie.
him. Yeah.
Yep. He's quite handy.
He's almost like a little fellow once he once the ball hits the ground. isn't it?
His ground efforts have
I
been.
reckon he and Bartling have had an outstanding tussle today.
Yeah.
It's been really good. One of the
Even though
highlights
Kirk
of
was
the
kicked
day.
3, but it's been really good football.
So is
contest.
O'Toole and Blair in the middle.
Wouldn't be surprised if Hillis goes nuts up forward this quarter.
Rory Hillis beats 1, beats 2,
speak
drives
of the
it
devil.
inside 50. There's the aforementioned Joel Hillis under some pressure. Down in defence at the moment, Sullivan. He does well to try and keep his feet. Oh, he's keep his feet magnificently. Handballs to Mace. Mace kicks on the ball forward, but they've got some good defenders down
Bradley.
there, Karingal. Yep. And an excellent mark taken last line of defence.
Oh, what's he brought him back
Kick
for?
towards Karen. Why is it coming back? You're right.
Just testing the P.
He's ran out of his first P. He's just his second P, I think, there, doesn't he?
That was Bradley taking that mark.
It was a great mark by him.
Very good mark.
Cat a couple of times was huge early too, for a young backman standing in the hole.
Fine Sullivan in short now.
So you got Sullivan in the back line now.
Treat, who goes wide. Yes, he started forward, didn't he? Now they're looking to try and set something up.
Turnover.
That was Cad, and he kicks close to the boundary.
Yeah, that third quarter they went with Cowell and Treat forward rather than
Yep.
Sullivan, so they went a little bit bigger, just trying to create a contest. It's worked in their favour so far, but Karingal needs to make sure that they're using the footy at a half-back there because Devon's on top at the minute. Those repeat inside 50s are going to result in goals while the momentum's Devon's way.
Talking of Cad, Gingerbread Man, my favourite Brian Cad song, Paul.
Yep.
Handball comes out. Quick kick goes nowhere in a hurry. Plenty of music, plenty of footy on Game Face today. Our coverage brought to you by Jeff Wignall Ford.
We're born to
And
be
it's held
alive.
up again at half forward. 1 point lead, 6-8-44 to 6-7-43 on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Got a grandstand finish coming up. We got the close one, a big punch. 20 metres, as Brendan said, picked up by Rory Hillis like it's a dry day. Swinging kick inside
Dropped
50, taken by Kiss. Lost control of it. Picked up now. Good play by...
He's dropped the sitter.
But
They're out.
Unfortunately for Devon Meadows, they dropped the sitter, allowing Karingal out in the middle of the ground. Beale gets a hand pass at close quarters. Now they've got a chance to get going. A lovely kick, and the mark is taken by Cow. Cow will play on quickly. He's got a player on his own. One, two, three grabs. Couldn't hang on to it. That was Kelly. Lost control of it. And now Devon can clear again.
Oh, that's high.
They are the significant moments in a game that can cost you a game or win you a game.
Probably evened up there. Devon made a bad mistake. Karingal make a bad mistake there. Just a drop mark inside 50. They did so well.
Should have held that.
Yeah.
Should have held that, mate.
Kicking short to Fletcher. Fletcher's at half back. He seems 1 point down. Goes straight down the middle. Blair
mark.
gets back and takes a great mark. And was he shoved to ground? 50-metre penalty against Rory Hillis. No. Gets the hand pass at close quarters to Cad. Cad now under some pressure. Gets a Shepherd, unsure what to do, hugs the boundary, kicks close down the line. No mark taken by Cow.
Oh, well done.
The kick on that occasion of Drew was smothered. Turnover once again to Beale of the Bulls. Now down to Curran. Curran shoved
back.
in the
That's
side.
two.
I thought it was going out of bounds on the full.
That was going to
It went
Portsy.
up and down.
That was going to Portsy.
They've done
In
well.
a mine shaft, I thought it looked like it was going to head to the next ground, which is miles away.
I can't remember Curran having a loose possession. So every time he gets the footy, they've been onto him straight away.
They've been pressuring him all the time,
A lot
mate.
of rush kicks. So obviously he's getting his disposals, but they're not effective.
They're tagging him big time. So tagging him now is Rolly Thorpe.
So boundary thrown in front of the commentary position. So Sullivan, you're right, has gone back. A lot of players milling around the footy. 1 point lead at the moment for Karingal. Knocked down again. Barry Parsons is saying g'day. He'd be a bit nervous, the great man.
Yep.
Picked up again by Badhams, has been good. Quick kick towards the wing, attacking side of the wing. Good on you, Baz. Your team's playing good footy. You were 8 up at half time. You then became 2 goals down, and now you're within a point near the closing stages. Changes are being made left, right and centre.
The coach is up on the interchange bench here, Dan, giving high fives. It's on.
Certainly
Everyone's
is on.
up and about.
Blair the tap. Jansen is there. Player might have been shoved in the back. Thought it could have been a free kick.
Oh, well done.
It is fisted away again, though.
Craig's been great today.
Yeah, he has been great as he knocks it away. Here's Nana there again. With the intensity there, not sure. As Blair goes down in a tackle, not much he could do about that. And also working very, very hard was Thorpe coming the other way, number 31 for Devon Meadows. Tap down again. Quick kick on the by Curran on his right foot towards half forward, close to the boundary.
No, take it out.
They should have really pushed it out, but in the end it does go out as Craig was trying to knock it away from the defensive 50. Lee Craig in front of his old man Neil. and the Devon coaching staff, who are 6-7-43 to 6-8-44. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Boundary throw in O'Toole. He wins it. Then he kicks over his head a bit blindly, looking for someone to mark.
That should be 50. It should be 50.
Mark is taken by Lachlan Linda Saunders.
Yes.
Goes in short again.
He cramped.
And the target is okay.
Cramped up.
Yes. A lot of players cramping up.
You can't stop the game for
Can't stop the
cramp.
game. No, you're not allowed to.
Get on with it.
And I mean, Harms can't take it.
No, I think he's done his hammy. No.
Has he done his hammy? It's Leslie too, one of their better players. Leslie in shorts. And the kick is okay. Third in line, wedged in between. Cow takes the mark. Plays on quickly,
Great kick.
drilling. Well played Nana to get in the right. Couldn't take the mark. Picked up on this occasion. Beale, high kick, up and under. No one can take the mark. Ball drops close to the goal line, 15 metres out. Should have nearly been a mark to Devon. They hold it up, and they still trail by a point.
Lockie Cow's having a great
attack.
second half for Karingal.
He's been very good.
Yeah.
6-8-44 to 6-7-43. Karingal still in front. And you can hear the Karingal support staff in front of us. Out of defence again goes Drew. Gets his kick partially smothered for Devon. And then a player is shoved over the boundary.
They're just going to sneak one here, Dan, I reckon. Karingal, they've had all the play down here. They've just got to try and sneak one out of this. A goal, that is, I'm talking about.
Well, they're setting their numbers back, Paul, so they're making it hard, aren't they?
They've set the
Boundary
structure
thrown
there.
again, 40 metres out from Karingal's goal at the Cranbourne Road end here at Ballon Park. Tap down again. It'll be cleared out of defence by Stewart of Devon Meadows. Kicks close to the boundary.
Well done.
That's almost a good mark to Craig. Hillis is there. Leaves it for his teammate to grab it and kick it long. Down the line. Player slips over.
Hillis is on handball.
Little pass by Kiss to the big fella who
Hillis
takes
is
the
on.
mark. Who
Gotta
gets
give
the
it to
hand
him.
pass
Gotta
back
give it-
again.
No!
And then he gets shoved in the side by a magnificent defensive
They
effort.
stuffed that up big time.
Great defensive effort
Hillis
by
was
Karingal
charging towards
Farrelly.
goal.
Made the error originally, but he made sure he came back
Just a
and
handball.
made the defensive
Well, it was.
effort by knocking Kirkwood off it. He kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Just had
So
to be
in
a
short,
handball.
Curran receives from Lyndon Saunders.
got
And
runners
now
out
they
here.
bring it out the outer side again through Bartling. They have it at half back. 1 point lead. Hasn't been a score for a while. Kicked down the line by Bradley. No mark taken. Badams, one of the best on the ground today, sharks it. Taken over the boundary. Brendan Dunn will give that award for the best on ground for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South.
It's right in the balance here. It's
44 to
hard to pick which
43.
way it's
Only
gonna go.
one goal this quarter.
Put a
And that
spare
is
man
from
back.
Devon Meadows, who are down by 7 at three-quarter time. Tap down again, and the umpire's going to give a free kick, and it'll go the way of the Bulls. And it's Bradley's had a very good second half.
Yep.
Kicks to the wing. Up goes Joel Hillis. Couldn't take the mark. Recovers nicely. Gets the hand pass out. But the kick goes out of bounds on the full from McConnell. And again, Karingal have the ball sort of in neutral territory on the wing on the outer side.
About halfway.
Leading by a point.
Halfway through this last quarter too, Dan. So
44 to 43. They're holding up nicely at the moment. This is Treep, one of the big bodies in this team. One of the many under-19 players doing well. Kicks high.
Great mark.
Oh,
Great
good
mark taken by Fletcher. He was shoved into that, and he takes an excellent mark, opposed to Zach Saunders. Fletcher in
Good
short.
he's
Finds
been good.
Rory
He's been
Hillis,
good.
He's been
who's been
Rory
outstanding
Hillis,
again
yeah.
as usual. Kicks down the line to Joel. That nearly passed him.
Brothers.
Turns his opponent inside out.
Beautiful.
Great pass again to Stewart. They're building.
Oh.
Gets the hand pass now. Puts a bit of pressure on Moss, but he chips it wide again. Good play. Quick kick in towards the pocket.
Oh, well
Great
done.
Mark.
Jeez.
Great mark
Devon
taken
looked
by
really
Kiss.
dangerous, Dan, on that transition.
They did.
Like they should have. That
Hills,
last one that
Hills,
was out in
yeah,
the full
should've-
should have been a goal to
Yep,
Hillis,
yep.
and then that nice
Yeah.
quick ball movement
All the way
They're
down.
catching Karingal out here, so they just need to compose themselves.
They
Go
do.
back to what they were doing in the first
Well,
half.
Hellier got it just near the scoreboard there, and then he just took his time, didn't he?
And
This
Rory,
to put
Rory
them back in
Hillis,
front, hard on the boundary, or at least level the scores. We could have a tie at this stage, 6-8, 44 apiece.
Rory Hillis, his decision making today's been awesome.
I
hasn't
reckon he's probably
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
better players with Devon Meadows for sure. He's been on the ball most of the time, and when he finds his brother, his brother's pretty electric too.
Badham's to Hind in the back pocket on the outer side.
Ooh.
Lockie Hind hoisted high. Joel Hillis is there. Couldn't take the mark. Pomeroy got a fist in there for the Bulls. Comes out again. A high kick from Moss. Up and under again. There's been a lot of that. Joel Hillis couldn't take the mark. Was he tackled?
Out of bounds.
We're not in possession. Didn't go the required distance anyway. Out of bounds. Inside the attacking 50, 40 metres around at the Melbourne end. Just 1 goal, 1-0 in this quarter for Devon. They were 7 down at three-quarter time, 18 up at half-time. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Boundary throw-in, tap down again. Good tackle laid by Fletcher, who couldn't get hold of the footy. Puts his opponent down.
Just have to be careful here. Fletcher was actually all by himself there at the stoppage, and he was able to make the tackle. Someone's come to him now.
He tackled Cad at half-forward. Fist by Blair. Taken by Joel Hillis. Roves it nicely long. Kicked a full forward, almost to mark. To Kiss.
We're in front.
And good play by Kirkwood to somehow knock it through for a behind. Devon in front by a point. All to play for now, Karingal. They've got to get it down to the other end of the ground. Hind has a bounce. Kicks to the half-back line.
Well
no mark taken. Fisted down. Close to the boundary. Missed by Rory Hillis. Handball comes out. Thought there should have nearly been a free kick. Quick kick inside 50 by Devon again.
Well done.
Good hand pass by Moss. Got it out towards Hillis. And then a shot at goal by Kiss. Kiss has kicked the goal.
I was
your favourite, Dan. He's
Get up, Dan.
on my list.
I was made for loving you there, Dan.
6-8-44.
He was made for loving you.
He certainly was. And if he made for loving his coach, Neil Craig, we can come up with any line we like. Paul Wilson.
Beautiful.
The good old days of songs with kissing them. 7-9-51 to 6-8-44 on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
Magnificent call there,
Devon just
Dan.
outworking Kringle this quarter. And it's just momentum. It's so hard to change momentum.
Rory Hillis up at the end of that quarter, just that part then. He got the ball and went in hard again and got it out again. It's just momentum. It's all it
Back
is.
in the centre, O'Toole, and there's a player tackle. We're not in possession. It'll be a free kick. It'll go back to the middle of the ground.
That wind to stop too.
It has. High kick.
And the back.
50. It goes to the back of the pack. There's Rory Hillis off the ground. Teammates there to put it through. Might have put his team home.
Lee Craig.
Long kick. And the goal is Johns. Was there. It was a free kick in the middle of the ground. They drove it long. The free kick came from Isaac Barassi. And he's done what all Barassi's do in footy. He's become a match winner in the closing stages.
I'll tell you what, Dan, Kirkwood's an under-17 player.
Yep.
He's unbelievable.
Under-17?
Yeah,
He's an under-17, mate. That kid is going to
He was playing the same
have a
league with my
future.
boy last year or 2 years ago. He's under-17, under-18.
What he's done today, to stay in the contest as a tight game around bigger bodies. I know they've had a good battle, but he's affecting a lot of results today. It's not just kicking goals. He's affecting a lot of results.
This is a sign of a side that is maturing before our eyes. This is fantastic. Out of the middle now goes Curran. Last throw of the dice. 13 points difference.
Here they go.
Can they kick a goal? They shove it forward again. They should get one. Off the ground goes Kelly.
It's a good game of footy.
Oh, Kelly kicks the goal. He got a bit of support from his teammate who knocked it on in Matoka. He did brilliantly then to just knock it on, and Kelly got on the end of it, socketed through.
Bang,
he was
bang.
the one that ignited them at the start of the second half, the Bulls. Time might beat them. 8-9-57 to 7-8-50 margin. 7 points. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
I reckon there's about 8 minutes to go.
Yep.
So enough time if they're good enough. What a game of footy it's been.
On a big game
So
changer
Kelly with
day.
his second and his 11th of the season.
It's got both the Hillis brothers in the middle now. For
Yeah,
for the end
need
of
to
the
be.
game. Yep.
Mates has been pretty good too, is in there for them.
Just watch this with the Devon boys if they get it
Barassi.
out.
Barassi's been good too, actually.
Yeah, he's been really good. Tap down again. By O'Toole, who's been enormous. Pomeroy feeds the hand pass
smother.
out. Jansen's kicker smothered by Hillis. Handball free again.
that was lined
Loose
up.
ball in the middle of the ground. That was tough footy. Cunningham almost had his head taken off then.
By Leslie.
Fonzie would have been after his opponent, Stuart Cunningham. It'll be thrown up on the wing. My humour's not good, boys, is it? Knocked down by
I love
O'Toole.
it, Dan. Back yourself in, mate.
We'll get a free kick on the wing. Stuart Cunningham. for Devon, who lead by 7 points in front of our commentary position. Kicks inside 50. Up goes Kiss. Can't take the mark. Ball's close to the boundary. It goes out of bounds.
I tell you, but Blair's well and truly been beaten today, hasn't he?
He has.
O'Toole.
Yeah, O'Toole
been
is
brilliant.
He's not changing the way he's playing in the ruck, so O'Toole's taking a run up. Blair just needs to. I know you can only block to a certain extent, but
you
Blair's
watch this.
taller. Just needs to body in, but
Throwing again, leans in. Cleared out of defence by Leslie of Karingal. Missed by Nana. Opportunity there for a free kick to go the way of
there's
Devon.
the P umpire
And
there.
they'll take that free
it's
kick.
a wasabi, Pete.
Elliott will take it in the red boots.
There's
He doesn't
Ben's-
know what to do, but he's been told to go back. The most defensive player on
I
the
reckon
ground
that's too
marks at
early.
half back
Too early to be doing that
in
stuff.
front of the coach's box and also the social club rooms here at Ballon Park. On the left goes the big fella McConnell. Kicks down the line. Joel Hillis is there. Can't take the mark. Blair
There's
is
a free.
also there. Taking on a tackle, brings it to
here we
ground.
go.
Craig, a good
They're
hand
out.
pass outside to Barassi. Barassi low and flat. Inside 50. No mark taken. Opportunity. Could nearly be
Is
a
that
free
high?
kick for a high tackle.
Why
Kiss
wasn't
was there.
it?
He's dangerous, Kiss.
Should have been a free kick here to North,
Yeah,
to the Blair
I
back
thought
here,
Moss
the
should have
same
got a free
thing.
kick too. At left half forward for Devon. Lead by 7 points. Ball's at the city end where they're attacking. Blair the tap.
missed it.
Jansen, the fresh airy, the old Lou Richards kick. Barassi high up and under, goes nowhere in a hurry. Good contest made by Johns of Devon. Comes the other way. Curran accosted, gets absolutely crunched. And the umpire's picked out a free kick, and it might go the home team's way.
Kringle need to get moving now.
They've got to get
really
going.
need to get
Connor
moving.
Leslie's
Time
down
is running
again.
out. Pomeroy has it here. At half-back.
Got cramp.
He came with Glenn, of course, from Peninsula Old Boys in the amateurs. He'll drive it long. High hoisting ball to the wing. No mark taken. Cow was in the chop. Couldn't take the mark. Ball's at ground level. Players Fossick in on it. Umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up.
Crowd's up and about
Oh,
there.
it's fantastic. 8-9-57 to 7-8-50.
The boys are on the hill going berserk, mate.
Devon looking for their 5th win of the season to be 3rd on the ladder. Blair the tap. None of the miss. Knocks it backwards. Hillis does well. That's Joel. Drives
Well
it
done.
through off the edge of the boot.
Very
Great tap
smart.
on Craig. Good hand pass over the top, Fletcher. To finish it off, Kiss. To finish it off.
Missed.
Just
How
misses.
clever was that?
The little tap over there.
Brilliant.
Magnificent little tap over there it was. Just a bit of composure it was. You knew his play was running down.
18-58 to 7-8-50. Back into play. Blair goes up. Can't mark. Ball's at ground level. O'Toole was there at the Rove. Handball comes out to Curran, who's been well held all day. Going in hard. Cunningham may have been shoved in the back by Curran. Picked up by Mace, who's been pretty good. Swings a kick, but it'll be comfortably marked. Off they go again. And the mark was taken on this occasion by Linda Saunders. Kicks to the wing on the outer side. He's been very good today, Bradley. Kicks into open space. Now they've got a chance to
here
pick
we
it
go.
up.
Oh, the
Here's
big
an
fella.
opportunity. Shot a goal. The shot just misses
He's nearly
to the
kicked that.
right-hand side. That was a
It was the
very,
big
very
fella.
good
A bit of
attempt by
sprint there.
Cal.
Big
Looking
penalties.
like Craig Mottram going around the outside there.
It was Cal
Just
who
took
ran
off,
away
didn't
from
he?
his opponent, arched the back and missed narrowly. 7-9-51 to 8-10-58. 7-point lead still for Devon Meadows. Not a bad effort by Cal of Karingal. Tap down, balls at
Oh, here
ground
we go.
level. Hand pass comes out again.
no.
It's to be won by Curran. Gets bumped off and he just hasn't had a good day today, Tommy Curran.
No, he's been
Devon
well
have done
held.
their homework on him.
Yep.
They've done a great job on him today. Mace has spent some time on him. Cunningham spent some time on him. And they've stopped him from having an influence after 54 possessions a couple of weeks ago, thanks to Premier Data. Harms, who's got his face bandaged, took the stoppage and then is wrapped up in a tackle
Tell you
at
what,
half forward.
Devon's becoming a great story, aren't they?
They
Yeah,
are,
it is.
they
It's
are,
wonderful.
they are.
Blair, open-handed slap, missed by Curran.
And it
Handball comes out again. And once more, Matthews was trying to get on the end of it, riding rough shot from Pomeroy's hand pass. He had 3 opponents gang tackling him. Boundary thrown in front of the Devon coach's box.
So probably 4 or 5 years ago, Danny, as you know, they were probably, Devon weren't that good, were they? Everyone played Devon, they were going to book it in for a win,
We can hear Blair slap there, but it goes the wrong way. It's socket by Moss to the wing. Coming through is Lyndon Saunders, gets the hand pass out to
wow.
Battams, takes them on.
he nearly
Good
whistled.
run through the middle now to Beale, back to Battams, 40 out, must kick a goal off the side of the boot of
Oh!
no! Finds a mark.
He
At
does
full
need to
forward.
hurry up. 24-minute mark, Dan.
This is Cal. He's taken
Probably
the mark.
still got 2 or 3 minutes
Great
left.
mark. Wonderful run by Badhams. Has been close to one of the best on the ground thanks to the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. Slight angle. Cal for the goal.
Oh, he's missed
He's
it.
missed
Oh,
it.
no.
Slight angle, 25 metres out. But one goal will level the score. 7:10:52 to 8:10:58. Our coverage thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford on Game Changer Day. And that is on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
Just need to be focused here, the
Back
balls,
into
Dan.
play,
They can
McConnell.
turn this over and get a goal.
In short to Drew, who's been good. There's a small back pocket player. Kicks to O'Toole. 3 to beat. Blair the Fest. And goes out of bounds before Craig could get a handle on it. Out of bounds, and he's telling a few supporters,
Jeez, O'Toole was
don't
good
worry
there.
about it.
3 on
He
1.
was. He's been
Really
wonderful
good.
He's
today,
not a big
O'Toole.
fella. Like
He's
very
sort of
lean.
wiry, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
sort of wiry, sort of that Mitchell White
Not
sort
much
of player.
time left. 1 goal in it. Tap to the front by O'Toole. Chance for Treep. Picked up though close to the boundary again. Down the line.
Great effort.
Looking for Kiss. Wasn't able to get there from the Fletcher kick. Picked up now by Linton Saunders. Gets the hand pass backwards. Taken by Bartling. Bartling delivers. Hillis takes the mark of the day.
What a mark.
HPCP mark and delivers to Kiss.
Damn, it's
it
not-
was the contest to be won.
If it's not your
Badhams
day-
and Joel Hillis. And Joel Hillis has taken one of the great marks.
That's perfect, Danny. If it's not your day, it can be your moment, mate. And that's probably won Devon the game, that.
Definitely has. Definitely has,
won
mate.
Devon the game. The defining moment, the HP and CP mark of the day. I thought Badhams had it. It wants to be won, as I said.
Here he
Slight
is.
angle, Kiss to win the game for his team. He veers in, he kicks, and he kicks it behind. But it's as good as a goal, boys. It's as good as a goal. 8:11:59 and the terrace is just a bit quiet, Paulie Wilson.
Oh, mate, it's very quiet.
7:10:52. Back into play. Down goes the kick towards the wing. It came from Hind. Off hands again. Unfortunately, Cunningham had it smothered by Curran. Curran drives the Bulls to half forward. Had his back to the play, Hallier. Got support, though, and it's held up at half back by Drew, who's been as solid as
He is good. He's been
Cat's
good
head today.
His first half was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Drew's been good in the back line, and as you know, names too. But
They lead by 7 points. Grove City gets Australia scoreboard. Not much time left. Handball comes out again to Badhams.
left foot.
He received from Beale. And now to Bradley.
Oh,
Bradley
no.
gets a little kick that doesn't quite find the target.
That's holding the
Good
ball.
tackling again by Devon. They come in hard.
Nice. The other way.
And it's going
The
the other way
P-man.
I thought it could have been holding the man, the free kick, but it's not given.
The P-man's played the
No,
other
it
way.
is going.
I was
Yeah,
just
but
about to say the umpires won't pay a free kick this late in the game.
Seth Kelly will take a free kick.
Got to get it.
He's kicked 2, 40 metres out, on the left. He kicks high. He kicks long.
Touch.
I don't think O'Toole's touched it, or has he?
Yeah,
No,
O'Toole
he
got
has. He
He's
touched
been-
it right
he's
on
been
the
great.
line.
Just doing everything right
One
today.
goal lead, 8:11:59 to 7:11:53. A thriller on game face. Round 7 of the second division in the MPNFL. Kick back into play from Mace for Devon Meadows. Blair goes up, nearly takes mark of the day for HP.
that was
CP
deliberate.
Electrical. Kick smothered, whacked down again, close to the boundary. Time just about
28
running out.
minutes, Dan.
28 minutes gone. Pomeroy couldn't get there. 59 to 53. 1 goal lead to Devon. Led by 18 at half. Trailed by 7 at 3/4. Stormed home in the last term. Joel Hillis, an outstanding mark, helping set up a shot at goal to give his team a 7-point
Great
lead.
tackle, great
Balls
tackle.
at half forward. Again, good tackling. Player across.
Oh, no!
Which way is it
You're
going?
joking!
What about
Holding
his
the
leg?
ball.
What about his leg?
Siren!
Siren's gone.
Devon Meadows have won their 5th game of the season. 5 wins, 2 losses. They've beaten a gallant Karingal in a wonderful game of footy at Ballon Park.
That's
They're
a great
playing
game
for
of
the
footy.
Jason Hammond medal, Jason Hammond Cup, of course, and also the award for the best on
Luke
ground
Dewey medal.
today, the Luke Dewey medal. I wonder who's going to get that. And then we've also got our Telstra Technology Business Centre, Melbourne South, best on ground as well for game face.
33. Brady O'Toole. Brady.
Well, I wonder who's going to get the medal. Now, Brendan, if you were giving the award, who would you give it to?
There was lots of contributors today. I thought Rory Hillis was really good.
He was
number 20, so he was good. But O'Toole for me is the best. If you look at them lining up on the ground, Blair should really dominate him in terms of the ruck contest and that. But his work around the ground and his intercept marks were fantastic. So if it was up to me, I'd give the medal to O'Toole. I thought Lockie Hine was fantastic for the Bulls on Hillis for most of the day. Scotty Jansen was also good for the Bulls, but between Rory Hillis and O'Toole, I'd probably give it to O'Toole, Dan.
Yeah, he was great, wasn't he? I mean, as one of their officials said to me earlier, the club vice president, he said, we don't have a ruckman at the moment. We got O'Toole. See how he goes.
And mention
He
to
went brilliantly,
Kirkwood
didn't he?
too. So they've only kicked
Kirkwood.
8 goals.
Yeah.
Ty's
Kirkwood's
kicked three.
of them.
Kicked three of them.
His efforts off the ball were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
so
his second efforts were just...
for an under-17 player, he's got a massive future.
And
What
you're-
about
he's a
Rory
star.
Hillis? Enormous.
Rory,
Yeah, he was
Rory was
great.
fantastic, and obviously his brother Joel was that last bit of play that we saw there. He's taken a couple of good marks too, and just an inspirational sort of player there. But Ty was really good at the forward line there. As you said, O'Toole, the Hillis boys. Drew was very good in the back line there.
Yeah,
he was solid as a
First
rock
half.
there.
Moss, who looks a lot like him, number
Yes.
11, was very good
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
mixed
Lockie
up a
Moss.
bit.
Now your man Jake, Dan there, Justin Kiss, mate. He was just made for loving you, mate. He was
He was, mate.
fantastic.
He was,
eh?
he was.
He was good for you. And Karingal, well, they had their players all day, but I don't know. That's third quarter there where they got that little roll on there, got in front, and they just changed things around that last quarter, Dunny. I don't know
Yeah,
why they
it's-
sort of went that other way. They were.
Curran and Glenn were quiet.
Oh,
Glenn, I was
they
gonna
were
say,
tagged.
Curran and
I
Glenn were
thought
very
Pomeroy was
quiet.
very good.
Yeah, Pomeroy was good. Scotty Jansen was good. Ash Cad, for a young kid, had some good efforts off half back. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they didn't have enough guys that really wanted to take the game into
Yeah.
their own hands.
Yeah.
I think Kringle were very even over the day, but no one really stood out. No one actually took the game on. So
So the boys are just getting the presentation
doing
there.
the presentation now.
With Mike Treat,
Yep.
coach of the reserves. For the Hammond Cup and also for the...
You're obviously
Duig
mentioning
medal.
Luke Duig, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
played for both clubs.
Yep.
Unfortunate loss of life a couple of years ago. So,
How tough was that for both teams?
yeah, really tough. It was the first year back that I was at the club, and I saw it affect.
A lot.
It was the guys that I'd coached for
There he is.
years, so it's gone to O'Toole.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
is
he
fantastic.
thoroughly deserved it. He was
Brady
wonderful.
O'Toole.
We'll get him on for some
And
interviews.
Dan, just
Yeah.
quickly on the Luke Dewey thing, like with the game changer and all that
Yep.
sort of stuff, it's so important, mate. We don't want to be losing. We don't want to be losing anyone, let alone old,
No,
young,
no,
whatever.
no.
But when they're young people, it's just important that we always talk to each other and make sure everyone's okay.
As Peter Matthews, the federal member for Dunkley, said, be vulnerable. Nothing wrong with being vulnerable as
No.
a male. Be vulnerable. Be open.
Exactly.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Because it's better than the other option.
Oh,
Dan.
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, mate.
I mean,
Yeah, we
because
all
there are
know.
so many people out there we don't know are struggling.
Yep.
Now, we better check, thanks to O'Brien Real Estate, Paul, because there are some big games
Oh,
in
this is-
the MPNFL. Round 6 in First Division, Round 7 in Second Division.
Okay, we'll
which
go
will
to-
have a big bearing on the top 5.
We'll go Division. Division 2 here. Division 2. Hastings at home. 11-9-93 have defeated Rye 11-3-69. So
Three
well
in a
done to
row
Hastings.
Rye now. Well done, Hastings. Good
Hastings,
for them.
Rye were on top about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then all of a
yes.
sudden
They've fallen off a bit,
they're
haven't they?
dropping
Yeah,
off
they
the
have.
perch. Mornington have defeated Chelsea there. Mornington 9-7-61 defeated Chelsea 7-9-51 at Chelsea.
So Devon will stay 4th
Yeah.
because Mornington are 5 and 2, provided Seaford have won.
yes, well, Devon Meadows 8-11-59 to Karingal 7-11-53. Somerville 18-26, 134 defeated Tyab 3 straight 18.
Well, that'll help their percentage, but it could have even been greater. But I mean, they'll still be happy with a
18-26.
116-point win.
Yeah, they kick straight.
Langwarren 20-10, 130 defeated. Well, in front this stage, they're going to win. Crib Point 9-8-62.
That's good by Crib Point, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's
At Cribby.
good effort. 10 goals against Langwarren.
Yeah, that's look, they're improving.
Oh,
Seaford.
they are.
Seaford here.
Whoa.
Just popped in now. It has 20-18, 138 defeated Pearsdale 7-10.
Pearsdale dropped off. They were with
52.
him at half time.
You know
and they
what
dropped right
Seaford
off.
are doing, even though they didn't have Walton today, they're sharing the goals around,
Yeah.
they're kicking a lot of goals.
Yeah.
I mean, Broomhead starring,
Yeah.
Bashir starring, Rayson starring.
Yeah.
They're going to be very hard to beat. I mean, right. They're right in the mix.
I reckon they would have been pretty disappointed when they got relegated.
Yes.
And then I think
then
this
they
year
missed
they're
out
really
the finals
priming
in
themselves.
2019.
Yeah.
Division 1, Dan.
There we
Division
go.
1. Here we go. EDS 12-8-80. Defeated Pines 9-5-59.
That's a good win.
At
Maybe
Pines,
got
Pines.
on top. They've got some good experience players.
At this stage, YCW 8-16-64 to 4-11-35. Red Hill.
Look at that. They just can't score.
Yeah.
Can't score. Oh,
wow.
Right? Oh, Tremana 8-7-55. Defeated by Sorrento 17-18-120.
Luke Tapscott's first game today, wasn't it?
I think
For the
so.
year?
It was too, yeah.
At Dramana's ground. But
At Dramana.
Remember, Leaper Holke's broken an arm. He's out for between 6 to 8, if not longer.
Another big upset. Mount Eliza 11-15-81. Going late in the last quarter at 9-5-59 Rosebud.
Is that an upset, though?
It's
50-50.
It is 50-50. I think at the start of the year, that would be an upset. But Mount Eliza have proven that they're actually better than what everyone thought they were going to be.
The Rosebud were flying at the start.
They're
a lot of injuries
we saw them down at Toronto.
Rosebud with their
Charlie
injuries.
Kennedy's 2 away.
Yeah.
Hardwick's still injured for the next couple. He's Blake Hardwick's brother. So, yeah, they're just struggling with some of their key personnel.
Now, the last game. Frankston Bombers.
That's not finished yet.
Still going.
Oh.
Frankston Bombers 12-3. 75 to Bomb Beach 10-12-72.
Good kicking's good football, Dan.
Good kicking's good football.
12-3.
That's a big win for Frankston Bombers.
Well, they're still going. Haven't got final yet.
Say final yet,
but it's 10-12 to 12-3. So it's a 3-point difference there. So it's
make sure you get on the Game Face app and have
get
a
on the
look
Game
at all
Face
those
app.
results.
Have a look at them all.
And thanks to O'Brien Real Estate, we'll have more of the footy show this week. Tony Blackford is going to be joining myself and also Chris Holcomb, so we look forward to that.
Cappy's got the
Bring the All-Stars in.
Now, we need to go through our awards, guys, before we finish the HPNCP Mark of the Day. Joel Hillis.
I think so, yeah. That
Did
one.
a couple.
He ran from about 20 metres out from goal to intercept the mark at 50.
And did another one also in that last quarter too.
Rowan Nainars, he nearly took a specky on a goal that was taking a specky.
Yeah, that's right. Another one there.
But I'd give it to Hillis, just the way he read the play and took that mark,
What about goal of the day?
I think it's Pomeroy's from
was
just
a
outside 50.
Goal, wasn't it?
He worked really hard.
He ran out of the way there. That's right.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he worked really hard. I can't remember who had the shot from the pocket, the Dan Lonigan pocket here, but that was a quite good set shot. But I think Pomeroy's on the run was probably goal of the day.
Goal of the day down there.
Yeah, Kiss.
Oh, your man. Your man.
I think we overdid that a bit.
That was a great set shot. He was quite tight.
He was too.
And the best on ground for the Telstra Technology Business Centre of Melbourne South. I think it's got to be O'Toole, doesn't it?
It was O'Toole for me. I think between him and Hillis, Rory Hillis.
Rory Hillis was very, very good. Very good.
Depending on which way you looked at the game, you could probably go with either or. But I think O'Toole for me as well. Special mention, obviously, to the young fella up forward.
And just a word before we go, Brendan. How far can Devon go? They've got 6 or 7 to come back. Lockie Batten is one of those that needs to return. Baumgarten is another one that needs to return. Smale, who kicked 4 before getting injured with another hammy last week. Got some good players to come back, haven't they?
They do, and like we said, they're turning into a great story. Devon, I mean, Baz is doing a great job down there. He's talk about work rate. Like that guy, if he's not doing 100 hours a week, for Devon Meadows.
I know. I was down there. I was down there a few weeks ago doing some interviews on the Thursday night, and he was in Bali or away somewhere, and he's still on the phone.
Yeah.
The boys, can you get this, get that
He's
done?
issuing instructions.
No, he's
and he's fantastic. Leader. And the other guys that work with the other committee guys too, they're doing a great job down there.
Yeah, culture's king. Culture's king. He's creating a great culture down there. I think, Dan, DIV2 looks like a comp where if you beat the teams you're meant to beat, you're going to play finals. So today was
Langwarren looks head and shoulders.
That's right, head and shoulders.
Yep.
And then you've probably got Somerville. I still think Somerville around them. They've got some injuries. They start getting all their main key players back. They'll be right. But like today's crucial for Karingal. They beat Devon, they're a chance to make the 5. They lose to Devon, they struggle to make the 5 now. So if you beat the teams you're meant to beat, you'll make the 5.
They're 1 game behind Somerville, but a fair percentage.
Yep.
And 2 games behind Devon, Mornington and Seaford.
Yep.
So Mornington have had a good win against Chelsea today. Yep. 30-point win there.
Chelsea are in trouble now. They've only won 3.
Their start's going to kill
Hastings,
Seaford
have only won 3 as
Seaford's found their straps, I think, over the last couple of weeks.
So.
They're the Smokies, I think.
Still haven't seen Seaford play in the comp yet. Look
Langie's well in
front. You've got Langie, Somerville, and you've probably got Seaford there as well with Mornington. I reckon 5th spot's up for grabs for anyone.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you've got to win the games you're meant to, or the 50-50 games.
Yeah, yeah.
So the team
Yeah.
that wins the most 50-50 games this year will get that 5th spot. Whether they can do anything in finals, anything can happen
Anything
in
can happen in
finals.
finals, exactly
But you've
right.
got to have your list. If Devon's list is totally available, they're a good side.
In First Division, just throw a blanket over.
First Division.
First Division, mate. I'll just make sure that
I mean,
it's
Bomb Beach.
final. It is final
Look
scores
amazing.
there. It's 75 to 72.
Yeah.
So the Bombers have got up and beat Bomb Beach there by
That's
3
an
points.
important win for the Bombers because they hadn't really fired yet. They had a good last
Yeah.
quarter last week to win by a point.
Yep.
They've won another close game, and their good players and their recruits are starting to gel. We know Bomb Beach have got a lot of very good recruits.
Yep.
Rosebud
Yep.
getting injuries. Good win by EFL Aspendale today against Pines. It'll be a battle as to who gets relegated. Two very proud
So that's their
clubs
first
there.
win EDS today.
Yeah,
for the
Red
year,
Hill
so
battling a bit, but they've got to get their players back. And when they get
There's a
them
few
back,
out- there's a few out there
they've got
too.
8 to 10 back. I mean, Andy Mathers has been injured. Siverson's not
been
back
out
for a little
last couple of
while.
weeks, yeah.
Frampton's been battling a bit with an injury. Hope's starting to return now. They've
Sereno,
got
they've just they've smashed.
found a way to win today.
Don't worry about them. If they make the 5,
Who's that?
Look out.
Sereno.
Oh, yeah.
If they make the 5, they're a big chance. So
Analysing.
I think in Divi 1, anyone, you could win it from 5th in Divi 1.
Yeah.
So I know double chance is really important, but
Isn't that good for the comp?
oh, it's great.
Oh, of course
Dan,
it is.
it's
Of course
probably
it
the
is.
best it's ever. It's probably the most competitive it's been in my time. In
Yeah,
local footy. I know before my time, Divi 1 was a fantastic comp.
Yeah.
And relegation even went all the way out to Pakenham and that.
Yeah,
But,
remember those days, yeah.
Since I've
Berwick
been
and all that
involved,
way,
Divi
yeah.
1's the best it's ever been. Yeah.
I'd still like to see a 3rd division, but that's a story for
Oh,
another day.
that's another day.
I hope that'll happen, and it needs to happen because there's
Yeah.
some teams down here that be good to have them in a 3rd
Yeah.
division. On
We
their
could have
own.
Cerberus, Old Boys,
South Mornington.
South Mornington.
There's so
Absolutely.
many clubs that can come into it.
Karen Patterson Lakes.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the story for another day. I'd love to chat to Sean Connell about that, and one day I will.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens. Thank you, Nick, for all your hard work. Thank you, Tiana. Outstanding
Tiana,
job.
once again.
Glenn, for looking after us today. It's been a wonderful day, the Game Changer round. Make sure, if you're having issues, speak to people.
Yep.
Be vulnerable, as Peter Murphy said. Brendan, loved having you, mate. I'd love to
Thanks,
have you
Ian.
again. You were sensational. That's why
Good.
you're one of the best in the business. Brendan Dunn, brought to us today by Frankston Jeep and also Truman. So he's got 2 sponsors. That's why he's so good. And a 1-goal win by the Devon Meadows Panthers. Paul Wilson as well by
Thank you,
Truman's
Dan.
Golf as well, looking after us. And also the Valley Golf Course down at Safety Beach where he showed me that 4th hole, which is
Oh,
about
yes, we did. Didn't
5
we?
metres,
we
Paul,
did,
wasn't it?
we did that. Yeah. That was
8-11,
fantastic.
59, Devon Meadows. 7-11, 53, Karingal. Devon Meadows are now sitting inside the top 5. 5 wins, 2 losses. A lot of great footy to come, and we've got plenty of junior footy tomorrow. Look forward to your company then. And we thank, of course, our major sponsors, Jeff Wignall Ford, and also Growth Investments Australia, or Growth Syndicates Australia, for looking after us with the scoreboard today. Get your game face on.